also have the big reprint trilogy with the Arduino adventure in it. That's the thing I've been building. Is there's an adventure? There's a tower in there. So I decided to make the tower my little arts and crafts project, where I figure out how to build paper terrain and what's going to work best. And
are you doing like papercraft?
Huh?
Like papercraft?
Yeah, I'm doing a whole papercraft thing. Normally,
I just saw some dungeon that was all papercraft, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
The amount of work this guy did.
Normally I make like the heavy stuff. Like I got boxes and bags of the clip togethers and junk
styrofoam
like
and stuff. Do you watch Hank's stuff on how to build?
Yeah, I watched a lot of different channels on how to build, and I
Black Magic Craft.
Whatever. Yeah. Like I'll show you some of the stuff I've done just for fun. There's a whole Smurf house
play a thing, right? Anymore? Is that even firstly? Yeah. So yeah.
I'm picking up the conversation, but I don't know who it is.
I gotta get back working on it. But this is one of the buildings from the Gnome Village. I handcrafted.
Okay. Oh wow.
It's going to be the further splintering the fan base into preferences, right?
Sorry, folks. I'm trying to eat, and I'm a little under the weather.
And then the other end of the spectrum.
Oof. There we go.
Those little wood rainbows you paint.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was given a little wood rainbow, so this is what I did with it instead.
Cool. Let me see if there's a way I can make your screen bigger.
Is my sound on?
Yeah.
We hear you, Cal.
Oh, okay. My voice is a little weak. I got a sore throat still.
I know Shadow will be here. I saw his post.
What?
Yeah. So this is a wood rainbow.
And you made it all
nice.
All dark.
Spooky.
Rainbow Doom. Rainbow
creepy.
Doom. I got other stuff around here. So usually I make something like this. So the paper craft, it's something I've been wanting to do. Partially because if I can get the paper set up the way I want, then I can easily transport the stuff. Transporting this bit harder. If it's just one piece, not a big deal.
The problem. Yeah.
But if it's like 50 billion tiles, it's a big deal.
Lugging the army is always the problem, right? and the props,
And we do play theater of the mind too. It's just once in a while, you're like, I wanna put something cool out on the table. Do something different.
I want the best of both, right?
Right, or you just want to play the game a little bit differently.
I want enough things, like even if it's just like a picture, like Father Timothy here, or a simple map. But I also want the theater of the mind. But I don't have much of a mind left, so I don't. I'm happy if people have toys to put down on the table.
I paint minis once in a while. I like to put them out.
Cal paints minis.
I unfortunately I took a break, and then I probably got COVID this week, so I was going to start painting again, and that didn't work.
No, when you're super sick, you can't do anything. So that's what happened with me. I had like all these things I was going to get done over my little break after my contract finished and the new part of it started up. And
things happen,
And in the last few days, I got exposed to a bunch of sick children, and guess what I did? So I spent like that whole time like dog sick, where like I think I played with you guys. Oh, thank you. I had food.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's right. You're school bus driver. All right.
Yeah. Right. And so
you've got the whole petri dish of all in the giant tin can, just bouncing off the windows and stuff.
Yeah. Just all kinds of
Keeps you strong.
And then, so got over that. It was fine. And then on Wednesday,
Oop, I see another body.
on their 10th or whatever, the Texas holiday that's now been made a national holiday. I don't even understand. I don't even think anybody in California knows what it is.
Which one?
Anyway, it's just another day off. So,
Hey, Shadow.
Sorry I'm late, guys.
No problem.
hey, I went down and got my second of the shingles shot because I have seen people get shingles. It's nasty. So I was like, I should probably do that. I will never take that shot again. I have been sick since. I had to work the last 2 days.
Oh yeah, that does have that one has a hell of a kick. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, nope. Now it's down to the following shots I will get: tetanus and rabies if I get exposed to rabies.
Yeah, those goes without saying.
No more.
Yeah, my wife had the same reaction to the shingles because she's does in-home care, and now she's taking a nursing course, and she brought the COVID home for me. Probably the instructor, I think, had it first, and they went through everyone in the class. So I was going to get it.
Well, no, it's like in my job, some people have had it 4 times.
Of course, yeah.
Having their immunizations.
Yeah,
I got immunized. I caught it.
Mm-hmm.
Got like a horrible version of it. Seriously, like, you know.
I got it the first week, but I only got it for like 1 day.
I got no shots, no symptoms, no nothing, and
hate you.
I never had COVID even once, and I'm gonna chalk it up to clean living and lots of smoking.
Yeah, there you go. It probably was the smoking that protected you.
A bourbon a day. And
bourbon a day.
You know?
Don't smoke, kids. Stay in school.
Yeah. I had been exposed, but I had not had it because I had had a roommate before that had it twice. I never got it. I tested clean. So if I got it this time, I'm only going by the symptoms, which makes sense, and the fact that she had it. But I'm recovering.
My whole house had it. My whole house had it except me and Jackie. We never got the shots, never got sick. And Jackie's mom and his grandma, they had all the shots, all the boosters, and had it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. Like when it first hit, and they admitted they had a weird disease. Finally, I had already come down with a weird disease, but not COVID. But couldn't be tested for COVID, but not COVID. But they tested for a pop for something else.
Yeah, H1N1.
Deadly strain, like CDC deadly strain of that disease. So I ended up in quarantine. But because the hospitals were full of all the COVID patients, I got sent home trying not to drown from what was going on with that disease on my own lungs with 108-degree temperature.
Oh, Jesus.
That's dead. What do you mean 108 is dead?
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. They were like,
well, it can spike for a short time. You'll live, but
yeah, that
sucks.
Right. So, my whole family worrying about me die. I had to live in isolation in a room that had to be completely dark because light was painful.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, that's a slow COVID. Yeah.
I lost so much of my muscles. I could only walk like 10 feet before collapsing when I finally.
Oh,
wow. Couldn't pick up nothing without throwing out muscles. I was sick so long. So I went into quarantine before everybody else did in the county. The day that I came out of quarantine, because it was and was cleared to go to work, which is like, how am I going to work? I can't walk. I can only walk like 10 feet. I can barely walk, right? The whole county went in quarantine for COVID. So I'm like, sweet, rehab time.
It was only going to be for 2 weeks.
Yeah. And but I had walking pneumonia. But then I got over all of that, went back to work. And the work was basically because I have what do they call it? What your essential whatever employee or whatever it was. You have to go to work. They have to make you work. My job was earmarked as that, but there was nothing to do. because of the rest of everything being shut down. So eventually they found something for us to go do, which was security. So did security, but I was by myself.
All
That's
right,
because
it's here, I think. No, we
And
lost
then
Shadow.
I'm here. Sorry,
get the
sorry, I had
COVID
to-
shots
I had to
because
kill the camera.
They wanted once they had us going around other people. When we were finally like, okay, now you can do your job for real, and we're going to have you around other people, but now you have to be tested daily because you don't have the shots. And so, after a while, you're just like, I'm just going to get the damn shot so I don't have to be tested daily. This is stupid. And I caught COVID anyway, and it went straight into pneumonia again. And then I got over that. And then they're like, no, you got to have this other booster. And I'm like, I don't want another booster on top of the boosters. And they're like, no, you have to have it, or, And so I got the booster, and it immediately triggered walking pneumonia a third time.
All right. Has everybody got their stuff? Does anybody have any questions before we start?
Totally ready.
So done being sick.
a little behind. Hold on. Get my paper.
Granny's done ranting.
Okay.
Hey, Shadow, I found something you and Condor DM agree on. I'll let
What?
you know. I'll let you know.
Don't say that. He'll turn against you.
Yeah, that trash panda can kick rocks.
Don't worry. It's not a bad thing.
I've never had the shots either.
Okie
But I
dokie.
did find something you guys agree on. No, that not COVID.
Okie dokie. If anybody have any questions about previous things before we start?
Nope,
Okay.
totally ready.
All right. When we last left off, you had just recovered the holy artifact for Father Timothy from the Skaven, the rat folk, the icon of Gon the Wonderbringer, which most of you recognize as a crystal Mickey Mouse statue from Disneyland. And now that he has completely recovered, Father Timothy, of which you see a picture here,
Doesn't look like a rat folk.
is ready to continue his holy
That's right.
expedition to where he's supposed to take the icon, and he has offered to accompany you to Dunkirk. So you finally have a guide who can take you to Dunkirk. You are healed up, all your equipment and spells and whatever else are recharged, you're fed, and the villagers of Ironton are very sad but also happy to see you leave. So whenever you're ready, you can pile into the Jeep, which is now down to 1/4 of a tank of gas. You, David, have learned the brand new spell, vigorously going through your book. Plus, we have the 2 random spells that Jen and Honey have conjured up. So, is there anything you wish to grab from the villagers before you depart with Father Timothy on the long, lonely road to Dunkirk?
No, but to understand correctly, I can learn up to 4 when I'm still level 1.
Yes.
Correct? So
Yes.
I could try to do a magic and then it just happens, like you roll a random thing.
If you still have one more that you can learn, then yeah, I think you.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. Yeah, I want that, so I'm gonna wait and try. I like random tables.
Okay, so you're not going to take the armor. You'd rather risk it.
No, that's my 3rd spell.
Okay, so the 4th
Yeah,
one
yeah.
is you want to just dive into the thing
We'll
and see what
see.
happens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna look around the town and see what they have that passes as whiskey and cigars. Otherwise, I think we're good.
Oh well, I mean they've got plenty of alcoholic beverages. That's not a problem, but nothing in the way of cigars. Pipes are big. They have rolled up things that are medicinal herbs,
I'll give them a try.
but mostly they're pipe smokers. No real cigars yet.
I can picture myself imitating MacArthur.
No, with a pipe?
why not?
Get a,
Yeah.
get a big old corncob pipe and a bag of hobbit weed. Sure,
Sure.
they'll gladly give you that, for free. The first one's always free after all. Here, have this sample bag. And if you like it, come on back. First one's always free. All right.
Looking around, did they have any way to, charge a phone?
You mean like something you plug? No, you didn't see any wall things.
Yeah.
You notice every time you open your phone, it's charged.
Yeah.
And it always just says the same thing. HIKARL. All right, so Father Timothy meets you bright and early. My friends, my fellow gunsmen, my great, wonderful summoned creations, are you ready to depart on the road to this Dunkirk? In your magical contraption of Gondian wonder.
Well,
No time like the present.
Do you have a high-proof alcohol?
Do I have what?
A high-proof alcohol.
Hype-red alcohol?
I pass for whatever I'm drinking.
They have plenty of booze. Yeah. They have-
Hey, Captain Rogers, do you think booze would work in the tank?
Maybe.
I mean, they've got moonshine, they've got wine, they've got mead.
do I know how to match the fuel possibly?
Exactly. Sure, you would need a distillery and all the chemicals, but you know that in emergencies, you can just run it on pure grain alcohol, though that has a tendency to burn out the engine.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Well, but if I got the approximate proof that we need, that might help. Go around and see if I could taste test the various alcohol and see what might match the best.
Which one tastes the most like gasoline?
No. But obviously too high a proof and you're just you're gonna blow the
Pure jet fuel. And you blow.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll a.
I've got to wonder, are you also going to taste the gasoline?
Well, probably, or I'll smell it.
It's it smells like the universal smell of gas, processed crude oil, gasoline. Made from the finest dinosaur bones.
All right, well, I'll just roll.
Make a chemistry / perception roll. If you don't have that, just D20 plus your intelligence modifier plus your level. Just you got to beat a 11.
Did he freeze?
Cal, did we kill you? Did you have a heart attack?
Well, that was weird.
I thought you were having a grand mal.
Yeah.
He had a glitch.
Great. Okay, so chemistry / what roll?
Do you have chemistry as a
No,
skill? Then
not
just
that
your D20 plus intelligence modifier plus perception if you have a bonus in perception.
Well, I don't see it here.
And just D20 plus your intelligence modifier plus your level. When in
yeah,
doubt.
at least I got a +2 on the int. All right. And I get a 10 total.
Oh, missed it by 1. You find a mason jar that somebody trades with you for a screwdriver or something, and it's clear. You unscrew it and you stick your finger in and you watch in amused horror as the little bits of nail polish and blood on your fingers dissolve, and you're like, yeah, that's pretty close to wood rosin. That'll definitely get the car going.
Well, we need more than just a mason jar. So,
how long are you willing to wait?
how long does it take?
Oh, well, they'd have to reconfigure the still, and they would need the hops and the proper parts, but give them a day or two. They could probably make you this weird new moonshine that you want to call gasohol or whatever. I mean, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. We can't do it for free. We got to get parts. And we got to get
I understand.
and we got to get. And it's snowing. It's going to be even harder to get the stuff we need. So if you come to us in the summer, but sure, give us a day or two, and I don't know, maybe 20 pogs, and we could work something out.
Okay. I go back to Captain Roger and report this. We need 20 pogs if we wish to pay these guys to make some gasohol.
All right, folks, ante up. What do we got in the kitty?
What did we have? I can't remember.
I thought you held on to the stuff that.
Well, I mean, we didn't actually ever search any of the bodies. So other than
I thought we found
we did
at one point, but
I think you searched one and found 6, but then
I got gold pieces.
Strangely enough, Grandma has gold pieces. Okay,
They got to be worth more than a pog, right?
That's about the same. 1 pog is 1 gold piece.
Oh.
Point. So a half a pog equals 1 gold piece?
No, one it's a universal measurement.
Oh.
1 gold piece is 1 pog.
I got 18 gold pieces.
$1. They like you, and you did give the village the shopping cart, and they can't wait for the snow to thaw, so they can start having shopping cart races. But if you're willing to wait a day or two, they'll take your 18 gold, and sure.
I think this is worth it. It still may blow the engine eventually, but at least it'll probably run through the full tank or most of it.
Well, I've noticed broken down cars around town. If we can always, scavenge and salvage from one of these wrecks. If we do blow the engine, we can work something out, I'm certain.
Sure, yeah.
In the meantime, if we're going to be here an extra day, I'm going to mosey around town and sample some more wares.
Sure. Ironton is a simple small town, as you've seen with the picture, very, very closely packed around its bridge. Everybody's, pretty much dressed in winter clothing because it is snowing. They're very hardy, mostly humans. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Some of them have clothing that doesn't seem to match. They might be similar to you, but they've gotten used to you now, so you don't get any weird looks anymore. They ages range from children all the way up to old people. The only real non-human you've met is, of course, Father Timothy, being he's a gnome.
Oh, okay.
And Jen, the elf, of course. Other than that, I mean, there's not a lot of shops, This is not like a village that's used to having adventurers. There's a general store. There's open-air markets. Mostly you just go up and ask people, and either you have something or they tell you somebody who has it. But it's not like going to a market or a Target or a French City. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Nope, just moseying around, just seeing the sights, saying hi to everybody, and making a general nuisance of myself.
Out of curiosity, I'm gonna go look because there's wrecked cars and stuff. I'm gonna go look through them, just see what there is. I mean, does anybody else have a functioning automobile at all, or?
No, you haven't seen one. They have horse and wagons, but no. Any automation you have seen has been the still, water wheels, stuff to run things in the town. It looks like they've taken all the engines and stuff.
Can I? I'm gonna look and see if I can find like a stereo.
A stereo, sure. If you have any technological skills,
I did because I have basic automotive because I worked in my dad's garage.
Then D20 plus your basic automotive skill rank.
So 1.
8-track stereo, man. What a
I rolled
score.
19, so 20 total.
20 total. You go into one of the beat up trucks that they've built the wall out of, and they're pristine, sitting there just sparkling, is an 8-track cassette player.
I'll be like, what the heck is? Yeah.
There's even a cassette. There's even this weird square thing in it that looks like a cassette. It says,
Oh, right on.
says John Denver greatest hits.
Oh, Jesus.
I was thinking Doobie Brothers, but okay.
So
I knew one of
I'd
the
like to
Doobie
spend
Brothers.
some time trying to put a stereo in the Jeep.
Okay, roll your automotive. D20 plus skill plus level.
18, so 19 total.
Oh yeah, you seem to have a way with
Wasting
this.
all my rolls.
You no
John
rolls are
Denver,
wasted.
that's no waste, my friend.
Yeah, if you're rolling dice, it's never wasted.
Take me home, country road.
Yeah, sure enough, you seamlessly pull it out of the broken up truck. It comes out like butter in your hands. It's just like it wants you to take it out, and then you walk over with this, early 1970s technology and look at this 1940 Jeep, and you're like, oh yeah, it fits right there. You just slide it in and tie a thing together and turn the engine and country road, take me home to the place. Just starts belting out, I belong.
Yeah.
People stop and they're like, it
Captain
sings
Rogers.
too? Is there nothing this vehicle cannot do?
Captain Rogers. I suggest that we check gasoline tanks on these abandoned vehicles.
And now Timothy's
May
like,
find more fuel.
the marvelous
Thank you.
contraption of Gond sings as well.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
So we're gonna
Give me a
take
moment to
six
sober
and
up,
see
and
what's in the
I'll
tank.
go find
Oh,
some
yes.
pumpkins.
No hurry. We have days.
You have a day. It appears all the tanks have been already drained by the village, but you might get lucky. Roll a d20.
I rolled
Any
a 3.
modifier? Any modifier?
Since you're searching, that would be wisdom.
Nope.
Still a
No
3.
modifier. I got a 5.
Rolling high as usual.
No chance in hell.
Anybody else looking?
5.
No? Okay.
I already did.
And I got a 10 plus 14.
Number 14. You find one truck vehicle that has about a half a cup of fuel that somehow got missed.
Okay, we'll put it in the gas can and maybe look for some fuzzy dice.
Fuzzy dice? Sure. You find a pair.
I got a good feeling about this.
I'm looking in shops.
There's not really a shop. There's a general store, but most of the businesses are run out of homes or businesses. Like the blacksmith has a blacksmith next to his home. The people who run the still have the still next to their home.
That kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, everything's like kind of clumped together inside these walls because there's dinosaurs. And of course, there is farmland and sheep and stuff outside the city, but the city itself isn't like a city in the cities you saw in France or England.
Right.
I'm going to go back to the apothecary chemist guy
Yes.
and ask him about Uncle Irwin's cure-all.
Yes. How did it work?
It made the patient worse. So
Oh,
if there was any instructions that comes with this medication.
no. I get them from a gentleman on a wagon. He comes by about every year or so.
All right. Now, who else has tried this in town?
You were the first.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Yes, usually if somebody gets sick, we've got some oils. For wounds, we stitch them up and use Band-Aids. But for you said you wanted something special. So
All righty. I'll figure out a way to use this most appropriately. Okay. Thank you.
I mean, what is it you need? You're looking for something that just makes wounds disappear?
Well, I'm looking for something that actually works. It seemed to cause burning and stuff in the patient.
Oh, that would probably be the alcohol, or the opium, or the chalk.
Definitely not something you should digest.
You want something digestible? Hold on. I've got some of this crazy Cornelius miracle hair growth. Guaranteed to grow your hair, increase your sexual appetite, cures the rheumatism, cures the stomach aches. This stuff's amazing.
Have you tried it?
I was bald until I tried it.
Ah. Yeah. Well, no, not at this time.
No?
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm always looking for ingredients. If you go out and find the ingredients, maybe I could make something. I've got recipe books.
We might be able to do business on that.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for some curative herbs.
But if you are looking for the finger wagging magic healing, you got to go to the church.
Yeah, that's my next stop anyway. But I was just curious about how people were using this in town. Thank you.
Well, I can guarantee that if you one bottle of the Cornelius cure-all will bring your hair back. Cures the rheumatism.
Okay, well, we don't have rheumatism yet. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Come back anytime. What a nice lady.
All right. I'm going to head down to the church.
Sure.
I want to talk to Father Timothy.
Father Timothy is there with the other town minister and those weird statues that you saw before. And he's just kind of hanging out with the truck, the Jeep, in total amazement of this amazing singing thing. But the other priest is happy to speak to you.
Oh, fathers. I'm curious. Have you heard the word of the Bible?
The Bible?
The good word.
No, I haven't read that book.
Oh. Well, let me show you. So I'm going to have a small theological discussion.
Okay, roll a theological discussion charisma check.
I'm going to use this dice. I rolled a 20. 18 plus 2 is a 20.
3 or 4 hours later, you've completely opened his eyes. He's like, oh my God, why have I been worshiping these false icons? So you have successfully converted the town priest from the iconic religion that he seems to be a priest of to the worshiping our Lord and Savior John Cena. So congratulations.
Okay, Captain Rogers, we should leave now before she converts anyone else.
The day continues into night. You're fed, you're clothed, you're alcohol. Is there anything else you want to do in town?
Yes.
Jen,
I sleep.
Dave.
I want to look for more 8-tracks. There's got to be something else.
Sure, roll a D20.
Quite interesting technology.
19.
Sure. You walk into one of the houses / shops.
Barbara Streisand.
The general store, and they have them hanging from a fish line across the wire, across a window, because when the wind blows, they make a nice little clacking sound, and they like the pictures. So having no idea what they are, they'll easily trade you like, oh, sure, 2 pogs for that one.
It's expensive.
I don't got any money. I'll go to my wallet and see if they'll take, like any kind of American currency.
Oh yeah, they'll take dollars.
Ooh, all right, give them $5.
Ooh, they'll give you 5.
Right.
Window clackers.
Window clackers. You've got one that says the Jackson 5, one that says the Velvet Underground, one that says Hawkwind, one that says Mott the Hoople,
Oh, come on. Barbara Streisand.
And when this is Barbara Streisand. There we go.
I
That should be
swear
fine.
I will pull this Jeep right over.
Loving you.
All right, we know which one is your theme song, then, Cal. This one's yours.
If there's nothing else, Jen the
Yeah.
elf.
Yes.
Jen
I
the elf is just keeping a journal.
Okay.
I find the mayor.
Sure.
you have-
You've met him a few times.
Okay. I asked him to respect what's left of my ship. I needed to post a message in case
You already
others.
did that, so sure. Oh
I know,
yeah, yeah.
But
Tom the
You-
mayor
you-
says, "Oh yeah, we'll totally yeah." Unless we needed parts. No,
Yeah,
I think we've gotten enough.
no, leave that part standing up so that the message is there for them
Yes.
to read. And
Yes,
I'm going
we
to add to it too.
Okay. What else do you want to add to these already 3 pieces of metal you've carved on?
I updated. I've figured out that these are not indigenous people to this planet. However,
Them?
yes, Jen, David,
Oh yeah. None of them are indigenous.
Honey, Shadow.
Yeah.
or,
No. Captain Rogers,
Captain
Jen the elf,
Rogers.
David
Sorry.
the human, and Nurse Honey
Yeah,
are not from here. But then again, you're not from here either. So
I know. Yeah, you asked me to tell you what I'm writing on the thing. I'm telling you.
okay.
So I explained that after having a fight against the rat creatures, I am fairly certain or beings are also cyborgs. They've demonstrated amazing powers.
Okay.
They seem to be good.
You realize you're
people.
carving this on the side of giant pieces of metal with another piece of metal. It's not like you're writing on a piece of paper. So these logs that you're making take up entire sheets of spaceship and take like 20, 30 minutes for you to carve in the writing.
I figure I have time.
All right.
Not a big deal.
The night passes. Jen's making her little journal. Shadow's making friends. Nurse Honey is converting the priest to the understanding the worship of the one true God. You are writing the single greatest novel ever written on the side of a spaceship. Morning comes, and you hear what sounds like a engine backfire from the still, followed by a lot of smoking and a lot of people screaming. But then the individuals who are making your gasohol, all covered in soot, present you with a very large. They filled the jerry can with the thing that the wizard asked them to make. Your wizard asked us to make this gasohol for you, and we have done it.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you.
We will try it. So that's 5 gallons.
It's a jerry can, so whatever a jerry can holds.
Well,
5 gallons.
yeah, if it's a full size, I believe it's 5 gallons, right?
Yep. So you've got 5 gallons of gas to add to your half a tank, to add to your
1/4 tank.
1/4 tank.
Yeah. So that's what I was like.
So you're ready to depart.
Absolutely.
We must get on the road before the snow gets worse, but thank you for allowing me to study your amazing vehicle for another day. Truly, it is marvelous, and I have learned much. But now we must take you to this Dunkirk. You have waited long enough, my friends, and you've returned the holy icon of God to me, so we can begin.
So should
Start her
we
up, pile in.
add
Shotgun.
Should we mix this with the gas in the tank?
Who are you
That
asking?
probably.
It's safer there. You know, we're not going to be able to. Well, actually, I don't know how much the gas tank will hold, but might as well fill her up as much as we can.
Okay, so you just pour it in until it's full. Gurgle, 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 gurgle.
Hate to, get like a crossbow bolt in the jerry can and it start like leaking. Safer in the tank, just like water in the desert. Speaking of which,
Yes.
ladies, you don't want to rustle up some grub for the road?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
You have grub. Yep. And like I said, those are one of those things you don't need to worry about. As long as you stop in a town at least once a month.
Oh, okay.
Unless you really want to shop for
So
specific.
No, I'm just being.
do we end up with gasohol left in the jerry can, or does it take it all?
I'm
takes
sure
it all.
I'm sure it'll take
Okay.
more than all of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's 5 gallons in the tank, and this is, a 30-gallon.
Is
Jeep.
it? Yeah.
But,
That sounds right.
between the fourth of the tank and the 5 gallons, it's definitely the number is higher.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah. Well,
You've definitely
it's
given
up-
yourself at least another day or two. So, depending upon how
Well,
much you drive.
Captain Rogers, if I may suggest, it may be that we should only use right at half of the gas we have now and then hide the Jeep so that we could return and run back here in it if we needed to. I don't see a point in running it dry.
Yes. That sounds like a good idea.
All right.
I'd hate to have to push this thing all the way back home. You know what I mean?
Well, we could do it, but that's no fun. Doesn't go fast.
Okay. Are you ready to leave, or do you want to spend more time in town?
Start her up. Let's go. Let's hit the road.
All right.
All right, I'll play some travel music. Let's go.
Country road. Starts up flying, no explosion, nobody dies. You're all crammed in the little Jeep. Father Timothy up front, leaning his head out like a dog as you putter across the snow-covered landscape of the no man's land, the Bloodstone lands.
Aren't we supposed to leash our gnomes so they don't fall out of the vehicle?
And you head further away from the town, further away from Beggar's Canyon and Ratman, and towards Dunkirk. And the drive is relatively pleasant for snow-covered land with no road. You drive about an hour or two with nothing interesting. You occasionally see a Tyrannosaurus or a Diplodocus in the horizon, and pterodactyls occasionally fly over, but your Jeep is noisy enough that they are not interested in it. Far too noisy. Can't be eaten. So you get curious looks, and a Tyrannosaurus growls at you, but other than that, they are keeping their distance as your large metal thing chugs through the snow-covered wilderness. You start to see the beginnings of what looks like a cobblestone road. And Father Timothy points, "Oh, yes, there's the road. Just turn there. And we should be passing through some forest, and then we should be at Fiddler's Bridge by tonight or tomorrow morning, depending upon things." Oh, what a glorious day for God. Praise be the fallen Wonderbreaker.
Praise be Lord Jesus.
Least him too, or her.
It's a him.
So as you're driving along and it's midday-ish, you see ahead on the road what you think is light reflecting off of a piece of metal or something, because it appears, then disappears, then appears, then disappears, and appears, then disappears. As you continue further down the road, you start making out what looks like some type of construction, maybe, and the light flashes up, and as you turn the corner, what you see is like a roadblock, a stance, the red and white stance across the road, in between two posts. Standing in front of it is a small little green gentleman wearing a bright yellow hat and a bright yellow slicker. And in his hand, he has another small little green gentleman, and he's swinging the small little green gentleman back and forth. And that second one is holding a lantern. And he's like, boom, boom. And these small little green, they look like children They're all about 3 feet tall. There's about 4 or 5 of them. They're wearing just mishmashes of clothing, and they have these big heads and these small little bodies and big green skin, but they're all wearing construction uniforms. And the one that's swinging the other one sees you in front of him, holds his hand up to stop you.
Children, get out of the road. It's not safe.
It's not Halloween. Get back home.
Are those elves?
Jen, do you want to tell them what they are?
No, I think they're goblins.
So do you stop, or because they've got that, you know?
Well, I mean, they're trying to stop us, right?
Yeah. The one that was flashing the light, i.e., swinging the goblin, holding the lamp around, has got his hand out to stop you. His eyes are closed because he thinks you're going to hit him.
I mean, I think we should stop.
And they've got the roadblock thing, and there's a couple others doing some type of construction. They've got like pickaxes and stuff.
I mean, the bridge may be out. I don't know.
What are you kids doing in the middle of the road?
And the one holding the other one puts him down and walks for you, and he's like, "You guys got any yeeps?"
Yeeps?
Yeah. You guys got any yeeps? And the other one goes, "Yeah. You got any yeeps?"
Any what?
Yeeps.
Yeep.
Yeeps. We're
Father
supposed to be
Timothy,
looking
what's
for
a yeep?
Yeah, we got these instructions here from some guy, and we got to clear this road, but now we're supposed to look for a yeep. I don't know. You guys got any yeeps? Yeah, you got any yeeps? You know what? Yeah. Maybe they are a yeep.
Apparently, we do not have these yeeps.
Look at this contraption they got here. Yeah, that's one of them automobile thingies. That's not a yeep. Yeah, probably not a yeep.
No.
Do you mean Jeep?
He said, "Hey, is it Jeep?" And another one holds up something, says, Y-E, squiggly line, broccoli. Oh yeah, yeep. No, yeah, definitely. We're looking for a yeep.
What's a yeep look like?
What are
Don't
you
know.
supposed to,
But we're supposed to get one. Yeah.
what are you supposed to do with the yeep?
They're looking. I don't know. There's like a reward or something. You know,
Oh.
it's not our normal job. We got to dig through this wall here. We got tunnels to build, but you know.
Well, we don't have a yeep, so
Who has tasked you with looking for a yeep?
Well, some guys, some mafia guys. Yes, there's a reward. We could use the extra money. This construction's expensive. Yeah. Concrete doesn't come free, you know. Plus, we got to do some blasting. Yeah, blasting. Blasting. You hear an explosion.
They
One of
have
the
dynamite.
One of the goblins
Captain
goes flying.
Rogers.
Splat. No, not blasting yet. You said blasting. Yeah, so, yeah. But
Kids, you should stay in school.
school, we're not ducks.
It's true. You're not ducks.
Yeah, ducks go to school. School of
Do we have
ducks. You know,
anything to
Mama
trade
Duck
for
leads the
dynamite?
ducks down the river. School of ducks right into our bellies. Yeah, school of ducks. We're not ducks. No, we're definitely not ducks. We are goblins. We're the goblin digging team.
Would you guys trade some dynamite for Uncle Irwin's cure-all?
Nah, we got a quota. We got to use all the dynamite. We got a whole new wall we got to knock down. We got to build this thing. All this road's got to be replaced. It's not up to status. Yeah, man. I mean, look at all these perfectly good rocks they wasted making this road. Yeah, those all got to go.
The rocks? Are you guys destroying the road?
What? No, we're making it better. Yeah, we're making it better.
Okay. Well, can we
The
go
height
since
of
we don't have
goblin
any?
technology.
Can we go since we don't have any yeeps?
Hey, they don't have the yeep. Can they go, Charlie? Yeah, sure, they can go. Yeah, you can go.
Okay.
The
Thank
gra-
you.
The goblin
Be safe,
rises up,
kids. Stay on
and
the street.
then they wait for you to pass through, and they put it down, and then he picks up the other goblin and starts swinging him back and forth again, and the other goblin's holding the lantern, going, "Whee!"
Those are the best Halloween costumes I have ever seen.
And you've met goblins. After that, the road continues. Father Timothy's like, "Oh, goblin! The goblin digging team."
How much fuel do we have left?
I mean, you've only gone a few, like an hour or so. You're still pretty good.
Well, we're only going to use half. Hide the Jeep.
Yeah, we should hide it.
I'll keep my eye on the gauge.
Okay. Time passes. You're traveling along. You pass goblins who are digging up the cobblestone road. You see signs of blasting. They seem to be busy with some construction project. It starts getting a little bit later, a little bit darker. You're getting into the beginnings of the forest that Father Timothy spoke about. Oh, we better be careful. These forests are dangerous. And he said something under his breath, and you feel this tingle pass through your bodies as if you just stuck your tongue on a socket or something. And as you're driving along, you hear this noise. Vroom, 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 vroom. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Motorcycle?
Sounds
Remember when we heard about the orcs? I wonder.
Oh boy.
And then you see charging towards you 6 familiar-looking rat folk, and they seem to be in these automated wheelchairs, combat wheelchairs. And there's 3 on one side and 3 on the other side, and in the middle of them is a larger rat folk riding a giant rat, similar to Rat Tatar. And he's got that one, and he's riding that one, and these 6 rat folk on their combat wheelchairs are riding towards you going, yeah, you got away last time. We're going to get you this time. And
Well,
Uh-oh.
I don't see any spikes on the wheels, man. The combat wheelchairs. Come on.
no, but they do have some contraptions. Walking behind the larger rat are what look like 2 humanoid dogs. And they're wearing all red tracksuits. They kind of look like to you.
Rogers.
They look like
It's
wolves.
definitely Halloween.
I do not know. What is this Halloween?
It's
It's
a
a holiday
holiday.
where kids dress up in costumes, playing practical jokes,
So yeah, there's
extorting
these 2
candy.
look like they're werewolves, or guys wearing werewolves masks. And they're wearing what looks like to you, Mike, Dave, having grown up in America in the 80s and 90s and 2000s, how Russian gangsters are always portrayed in movies with the bright red tracksuits and the gold chains. These 2 dog people, these 2 werewolves, who are slowly walking behind the guy on the giant rat as they're all speeding towards you.
I think that's the mafia.
Yeah, and they're both got some kind of
That
thing,
makes sense.
smoking thing in their mouth. Really, like one of them reaches up and inhales, and you swear they're vaping.
Do we turn the Jeep around and drive away for a bit to separate? Because the
And
wheelchair
they are
bound, the
giving
rider
chase.
will chase us, I'm sure.
And they are
I'm
starting
asking-
to
I'm
fire at
asking.
you from their combat.
Yeah, I'm gunning. I'm putting it in reverse and gunning it.
Okay, we can roll initiative then.
Yeah.
I'm holding on tight.
D what for initiative?
D20 plus your dexterity mod.
Hold on to the Jeep. Let's get away from them a bit. Separate their own group because there's too many of them.
12.
I've clearly fallen backwards in the Jeep with my feet in the air. I rolled a 2.
Okay. Jen,
18.
Dave the gnome,
16.
Cal the cyborg,
19.
Captain Rogers.
12.
All right. Cal the cyborg, you respond first. Captain Rogers puts the Jeep into reverse, starts pulling away these 6 rat folk on their automated wheelchairs, start giving chase. The larger rat who's riding the giant rat obviously is not as fast as the automated wheelchair, so he's starting to fall behind. And even further behind them are the 2 Russian gangster werewolves who have now just stopped and are just sitting there vaping.
How far away is the wheelchairs, I guess, because they're probably the closest.
They're getting closer, but you are definitely are. Well, you're
Give me a range. Okay, I need a range.
They're probably 20, 30 feet.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I pull out my freaking laser pistol and shoot one of them.
Okay. They are still only armor class 8, so. Bless you.
Excuse me. I got a 14.
Okay, that's a hit.
What is that? Die 8?
Yep.
6.
Okay, blam! You hit him. The blow black just sends him flying backwards. This beautiful explosion as the combat wheelchair explodes. You kill the rat.
Awesome.
Nice shot.
18, we have Jen the elf. 5 rats on automated wheelchairs. 1 larger rat.
I think for now, I'm going to hold on tight to the Jeep and I'm going to try to, I'm going to just try to kind of attune myself with the spiritual energy to try to make a connection so that maybe I can get some spiritual help.
Okay.
In a round or 2.
So you're just
kind of communing.
You're using your commune visions, or you're trying to get something specific?
I'm not trying to get anything specific. I guess I'm trying to, like, if there's a spirit in the area that could provide assistance, I'm trying to make a connection. If that makes sense. Different
than your thing that you can summon, your
Yes.
your primordial claw. All right. Sure. Make a visions check. Make a sensey whatever. D20 plus your wisdom modifier plus your level.
That would be a 16 total.
The first thing you sense is that everybody in the Jeep has some type of aura around them that wasn't there before. It's some type of small little swirling motes of energy that you see with your detect, your spiritual vision. And as your spiritual vision spreads further, the magic of these automated things is, you know, completely against anything else. There are abominations. There's these automated machine things. The poor little giant rat is covered with the weird green chaos mutations that you've been seeing the rat folk diving in. But helpful spirits, you maybe.
Okay.
You definitely think that you might be, but I mean, you are going pretty fast. But you are in a forest and it is dusk. So if there's going to be helpful spirits, this would be the time. Mm-hmm. Maybe if you kept working on it.
Yep. I'll keep concentrating.
All right. That was at 18, 16. Dave the wizard with his 3 spells.
I'm going to change to the Jackson 5 chase music.
Okay.
And try to hit one with
come on. A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I want to turn around and use a magic missile to try to take out one.
Okay. D4 plus 1.
3 damage.
All right. 3 damage. That one is not dead. All right. 16, 15. All right. We've got my rats. Vroom, vroom, zoom. Come up along the side of you. Combat wheelchair rat number 1. Open fire. and miss. Blah, 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 blah. Screaming around on this little two-wheeled wheelchair, pulls up the wheelchair and pulls the thing, and what looks like roofing nails start firing out of it, but just tink, 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 tink on the side of the Jeep. The second one does the same thing. The third one, oops, he explodes.
Oh, whoops.
He misfired, so he's like click, 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 and you hear this click, 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 and his wheelchair just explodes. Natural 20 and a 15. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jen, what is your armor class plus 4? I believe it's 11 plus your dex mod.
Sorry, I was muted still.
No problem.
Yeah, 13.
13. And that's with the plus 4?
No.
Okay, so it's 11 plus your dex mod plus 4. As the
Sorry.
weird little motes of energy spin around you. So what's the total?
Okay, so it'd be 17 then.
Tink, 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 tink. These roofing nails just seem to bounce off this weird shield of spinning little motes that you have around you that you don't know where you came from, but you figure it might be something the wizard did. The other 15 is me. What is my armor class for Father Timothy? That misses again. Father Timothy's like, oh, by the powers of God, and the roofing nails just seem to part. The natural 20, though. 2, 3, 4, 5 is Shadow. Captain Rogers. Unfortunately, you zigged when you should have zagged, and a roofing nail gets you right in the arm, chest, leg. Doesn't matter. Somewhere a broadsword breaks. For 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Ow. That hurts my heart.
Big old roofing nail.
Darnation. Right. I'm pulling out my saber. I'm going to have at
My big rat. Oh. The rider of the large rat seems to be having trouble controlling the rat. And the 2 werewolves are just standing there smoking their vape. Father Timothy, gone the wonder bringer, and even from you are no longer with us, you are always with us. Strike down your enemies. And he opens his hands, and you swear to God you hear a chainsaw as these spinning blades just kind of slice through the rats.
Damn.
And 2 of the rats are just gruesomely cut down by this barrier of blades. Praise be to Black and Decker.
Oh, Lordy.
All right, Jen, with
Yes.
your spiritual connection, you sense that the giant rat, is fighting against the control of the rider, trying to fight against the weird chaos mutation. So, you see the big rat that's trying to ride the giant rat. He can't control it. It's trying to buck him like a bucking bronco. On the second round of your concentration, do you wish to?
I want to try to augment its spiritual energy with mine to help it break free of that control.
That's not really within the wherewithal of your connection. That's trying to actually do something. So that would require actually casting a brand new spell.
Okay.
So do you want to risk it?
Sure.
All right. You plug into the chaos. Please roll a d6.
5.
Please roll a d6.
1.
Roll a d6.
3.
And a d6.
6.
And roll a d6.
4.
Roll a d6.
4.
All right. So you reach out to the horrible rat and its horrible, chaotically mutated brain, but somewhere deep inside there is normal giant rat trying to fight against the control of this chaos magic, and you trigger something, some memory that the rat has, and it suddenly the chaos is just overrun by something else, just pure animal rage, and it just seems to double in size almost as you have learned the spell Enraging. Where was it? Monolith. So that is your 4th and final spell for first level. Enraging Monolith. So you cast Enraging Monolith on the giant rat. The green glow turns red. Its eyes bulge out as if it's taken way too many steroids. Its muscles seem to ripple. It stands up, throwing off the goblin, and it starts like humming some weird
Rat
tune, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and starts
My
attacking.
name is Splinter.
And it starts attacking the rat that was riding him. So there you go. You got your new spell, Enraging Monolith. You turn the giant rat into Splinter.
Damn, that's awesome.
Cal the cyborg.
I target the nearest, the nearest wheelchair-bound rat
Okay.
and shoot him with the laser pistol. How many are left of the wheelchair rats?
2.
2. Okay. I get a nat 20.
All right. 2d8 or 1d8 and something cool.
Why am I? My eyes are affected. Sorry. God.
If you can't see, I can roll it for you.
I got it.
You can use the auto
This
dot
takes,
roller.
takes me longer than I would like. My eyes
Well,
are
you
like,
know, you're a cyborg. Parts are breaking down. You're probably due for your
I got
10,000 miles.
a 7 on the first roll
Okay.
and a 6 on the next. So 13.
Yeah, he's that rat is just vaporized. You explode him, part of the wheelchair, a tree behind him. There's one rat left. For Dave the Wizard.
Yeah, I will unleash another infinitely powerful magic missile.
All right. Well, there's only one left, and it's the one you've
3
already
points.
zapped.
3
So
points total.
with that, all the rats aboard combat motorcycles are taken care of. Zappo, zappo, pow, slam, slam, grain, grain. Shadow, Colonel Rogers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It is your action.
Okay. What's closest to me?
There is a rat, a larger rat, fighting what was once its mount, but has now somehow turned into this monolith of a bipedal thing. And then further back, there's these two guys, these two werewolves in the tracksuits, and they've completely stopped, and they're just passing this little smoking thing back and forth. One of them's got a flask now.
I'm going to take a shot at the rider,
Okay.
and I miss.
All right. Ping. All right. That leaves me and then Grandma. I think I missed you last round, Grandma. Did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh,
I
I'm
rolled a
sorry.
1.
Huh?
I rolled a natural 1. That's why I
Yes.
said my feet were up in the air and I fell backwards. In the
I'm
Jeep.
sorry that I missed you. You could do something.
Lord, Lion of Judeo, give us strength and help us against these abominations of nature.
Are you trying to summon your golem or something else?
I am praying for God to do something. So something else.
So you want to waste your 4th slot for another random one, huh?
Yep.
You're just plugging into the magic weave without anything and hoping for the best, right?
Yep.
All right, D20. I mean D6.
D6. 2.
Okay. And a D6.
6.
Physical and earthreal. D6.
A 6.
And a D6.
A 1.
And a D6.
A 6.
And a D6.
A 1.
All right. God on heaven, our Lord and Savior John Cena, hallowed be thy name. Give us strength. And you hear this crack of thunder. And all the trees seem to point at the bad guys. And they seem to bend back. And as the thunder rolls through the forest, all the trees swoop forward, firing hundreds of thorns at the remaining evil bad guys. So, unfortunately, the thorns can't tell the difference. And you have learned, while you were trying to perhaps get a blessing or a strength, apparently God here is a much more angry God, as he has given you the spell Thundering Thorns. So you may roll 2d8.
2d8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me.
First d8 for the rat commander, second d8 for the giant rat.
8. 7.
Thorns, pine cones, a bird's nest, whatever the trees just had in them, pierce
Flying
the
squirrels.
squirrel, sure, a bird, a kite, frisbee, whatever the tree were stuck in the trees that just all get flung at everything there. Unfortunately, it hits the enraged rat as well, and the commander. And now it is my turn, and then Grandma will get to go again. All right, my enraged rat will continue to fight the commander. The commander will continue to fight the enraged rat. He gets 2 attacks around, I believe. Does he? Yes. He hits the giant rat pretty hard. The giant rat, on the other hand, doesn't seem to do anything to the thing. The Russian gangster werewolves are as this barrage of nature just sort of lands around them. They look up from their vape and they look at the commander who's fighting the giant rat, and they shake their head as they won, and they both give the giant rat commander the finger, and they start walking away. Like, you're not paying us enough for this. You hear one of them say something in Russian as they disappear into the fog. That's Bob and Doug.
Bob and Doug. Real Russian names there, Bob and Doug.
Well, that's the American translation. So basically, it's you versus one rat commander and one giant rat who is now angry at you as well. Cal the cyborg. All the motorcycle driving rats are gone. The Russian gangster werewolves are gone.
Yeah, I guess I'll watch the fight between the enraged monolithic rat and the commander for now.
Okay. So you're just holding your action?
Yes. I'll just point my gun at the commander.
All right.
But I'll hold my action.
Holding your action. All right.
Because I know something happened, and it might have been from one of my crew. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're the riding horse rat is now a bipedal rat. The Russian gangster werewolves have walked away, and the other rat, the larger rat, is now engaged in a fight with the bipedal rat. All right, Jen at 18.
I'm gonna let rat do its thing.
All right,
So I'm not gonna interfere right now.
Holding your action.
Yeah.
All right, Mike at 16.
Following everybody's lead that they don't seem to be shooting at it. Instead of using up the rest of my magic, I'm gonna pull out the gun that I have and carefully aim it. I'm not sure which target. Kind of going back and forth.
Okay, then that leaves Captain Rogers and me and Grandma. So me, miss, Commander. Ooh, fumbles, slips on the blood. Grandma.
I am currently praying thanks to the Lord above
For filling your brain with this magic stuff.
Yeah.
Got 4 of these now. Okay. And Commander Rogers.
I'm going to take a pot shot at the rider.
Okay.
Click. Jammed again.
I'll say we may want to take him prisoner.
The giant rat and the commanders seem to be in a stalemate. You can all use your held action if you want, or we'll just go to the next round of the fight.
I say surrender.
Okay. Doesn't really look like he has a chance to surrender as he's being beaten up by this giant bipedal mutant rat. So he's Rat Commander's busy defending himself from Splinter.
Since I hear Cal saying that we want to take him prisoner and or 44, right? 44. And try to get him to surrender, I will see if I can cancel or call off the enraging monolith spell. Is that possible? Can I cancel it?
Yeah. You can end the concentration.
Yep.
So you just stop concentrating on it. All right. The giant rat suddenly. And unfortunately, as is common when somebody comes off a adrenaline surge way too fast, the poor giant rat's heart cannot handle it, and he falls over dead. We killed Splinter, Jen.
Oh,
now who's going to train the turtles?
I guess we'll have to do it. It'll have to be our turtles.
Which leaves now the commander rat, who just looks at you and he's like,
I told him to surrender.
He starts running away.
I shoot him.
You can use your held action to shoot him.
I get a 15.
That is a hit.
16, sorry.
That is definitely a hit. Roll a d8.
Oh, only one.
Somehow he survives getting shot in the back with a laser. Anybody else want to use their held action?
Well, since he shot at him, I'm just going to follow the lead and just take a pot shot.
Okay. You automatically hit because you're using the gun. That's right.
I did roll a natural 20, so.
Damn, first time, and you're like,
I'll even
all
have
those.
it, turn to the side.
What's
the gun?
What's the line? 10,000 hours of first-person shooters has prepared me for this moment.
I would say dumb luck, but yeah.
All right. Do you want to do double damage, or do you want to do normal damage and something cool?
Normal and cool.
All right. What cool thing do you want to do?
So, maybe like blow off his leg, thinking that
his leg. All right.
You might be able to take him prisoner, but probably not because that's a lot of damage.
Okay. Yeah. Roll. What did we say your gun does? A D6.
He may still be alive for a while he bleeds out.
Sure, roll a d6. What'd you roll?
I rolled 4.
4. He is 5, 4, 3, 2. He's got 6 minus 4 is 2, so he is, and you're blam sideways gangster style. The bullet just right through the back of his knee, comes out the other hand. I got hit by a bullet, and now I can't adventure anymore. And he just stumbles forward.
So he took a bullet to the knee. Yeah, I'll be like, hey, I hit
bullet bullet to the back of the knee, even worse, right through.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. You crippled him.
Blows out the front of his knee. Yeah, he just falls over, screaming out in rat language. Okay. So you have a bunch of dead rats on, well, what used to be wheelchairs.
Let's drive to the leader.
Dead Splinter. And
I'll search the rest later. Let's drive.
Hey kid, you want to take the wheel? I need to pull his nail out of my chest.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we gotta do some healing on everybody.
Okay. I'll get out of the Jeep with my shield and weapon and walk over to the leader. It's now down.
Try to stop the bleeding on the rat.
Thank God I had my tetanus shot.
Father Timothy stops concentrating on his bless. Jen, you see the weird swirling that was around all of you vanish.
I'm gonna try to do healing touch on Captain Rogers here, Colonel Rogers.
Sure. Roll a d20 plus your wisdom.
It is a 12.
You have successfully cast a healing spell. Roll a D. What did we say? D6, D8.
Yes. No, it says 1d4.
Okay,
here.
roll D4 plus level.
So that'll be 3.
3. Father Timothy walks over to you and looks at the nail hole and goes, "Oh, well, we can't have that now, can we? You're defending me so well. Allow me to spread some gondish love upon you." And he puts one hand on your shoulder and says, "Now, this might hurt a little. God,
It already hurts.
Even though you are no longer with us, I still feel your blessing. Heal this man's wounds, this poor mechanicism." And he pulls out what looks like a staple gun. And heals you for, nice, 8 points.
Back to normal.
It's a miracle. How can the icons be fallen if God is still granting me his magics?
How do you do that?
Magic. And faith. That the God, the Wonder Bringer, even though he is no longer in heaven, is still with us.
Can you pull a rabbit out of a hat? That sort of magic?
If you want me to, sure. Are you hungry?
Oh, no. Just back home, we don't have that kind of magic. We just got the fake kind, the rabbit out of a hat.
Okay, well, I can pull a rabbit out of a hat. And I'm not sure why, but that's what you want.
No. That's quite all right.
Okay.
All right.
Are the combat wheelchairs salvageable? A. B. Do they have gas? Are they gas powered? And C. Can we find any pogs?
Which anything salvageable.
Do they still work?
Some of them are more salvageable than others. B. No, they seem to be running on something else.
Okay.
What looks like to you, lawnmower engines. Being as you're from a cyberpunk universe.
Okay.
And C, roll a D10 if you're searching the bodies.
Yes.
And obviously you can't search the ones that exploded.
Right.
But there's still 3 that are searchable, plus the big guy.
7.
7. That one has what looks like a goat's horn that's been hollowed out to be like a battle horn, but he doesn't have any pogs. So you have a horn. You want to keep looking? There's 2 left.
Yeah.
Roll a D10.
Two.
This one has a bottle, what looks like a mayonnaise bottle, filled with some kind of goo, and he has roll. No, you don't have to roll. What did I write? Sometimes I can't read my own writing. Sorry. He has 8 of those little discs that you are now being referred to as the universal form of money here.
Okay.
Bug.
Pogs.
8 pogs. Okay.
8 pogs. That
And
leaves
they'll-
1 rat if you want to keep searching.
Yes, and I rolled a 10.
10. This one has a small little silk bag filled with what looks like to you is either dentist tools or lock picks.
Oh.
And he has a little green gem.
Whoa. Okay.
All right. You were going over to the prisoner 44?
Yeah, well, I was going over to either make him prisoner or, he may be bleeding out.
Well, no, he's still got 2 hit points left. He's pulling himself forward as fast as he can. Squeak, squeak.
I step in front of him and say, yeah, your journey is over. Surrender.
Okay. He seems to have no choice, so it surrenders, you guess.
I disarm him.
Okay. He's got
I search him.
He's got a big old curved sword that looks kind of like Captain Rogers' sword. He's got a whistle around his neck.
Take him.
He's got a small mayonnaise jar filled with this goo in it, and he's got 8 pogs.
Take him. I'll see if I can use his clothing to bind the wound enough for now.
Yeah. I mean, you can definitely stop the bleeding, but yeah, he won't be running any races anytime soon.
I didn't think so.
Ask him what the goo is.
Okay, well, is he able to? I can hold him up from behind, and he can limp back toward the jeep.
Yeah,
or?
I mean, right now he seems to be submissive.
Well, he doesn't have much of a choice, probably. Okay, we'll slowly make our way back.
Okay, so you're all together. What do you want to do with your prisoner? Should we fry him up and eat him?
Well, if that's the start of interrogation, you might be onto a hot topic. What is your name?
Father Timothy. We've met the other day.
No, I'm asking the rat.
Oh, you look at the rat and what's your name? He looks at you and goes, squeakum, 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 squeak.
Okay. Why are you trying to capture us? Or
defiantly, he just says something to you again in rat. Squeakum, 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 squeakum.
I slap his face.
Roll an intimidate, D20 plus charisma modifier, plus level, unless you have intimidate.
I don't know. Intimidation is there.
All right, then roll your bonus with that instead.
I don't even know what the bonus is for some reason. Well, I probably do that. Let's see.
All right, it's at least
charisma. So it's at least okay. So, geez.
It'd be D20 plus your charisma modifier if you have one, plus 2.
It's okay. I got a 17 at least.
All right, you slap him, blood. He looks at you and spits. I'm telling you nothing.
Okay. Well. Captain Rogers, it's up to you. We could leave him here. He can't go very far with a damaged knee. That seems the appropriate thing to do at this time.
I'm gonna go up to prisoner. I'm gonna grab him by his little scruffy neck or the shirt, and I'm gonna kind of whisper. I'm gonna say, "You saw what happened to your mount, right? I can do that to him," and I'm gonna gesture to Cal. If you thought that Rat was bad when he was angry. You should see
Ooh,
this
we've
guy.
woken up the elf. Roll your intimidate, please, with advantage. D20
Hold
plus
it.
charisma bonus.
It's
If
my
you haven't-
consent.
And you get to do it twice.
Okay.
So roll D20 plus charisma bonus. Do you have the intimidation skill?
No.
All right.
I will change the 8-track to Barbara Streisand because that's his thing.
Loving you.
Just
Oh,
theme
you
song
cut out momentarily. What'd
I don't know
you
any
change it
songs
to,
that-
Barbara?
I rolled a 14 on the first one.
All right.
And the second one. 14.
All right. Double 14s. Unfortunately, that doesn't get you anything. So 14 total plus charisma bonus.
Yes.
Plus Streisand.
Plus
But
Streisand.
I'm gonna make sure he knows that he can see my elf ears.
Oh, ooh, okay. Yeah. He's definitely he bears his chest. You have submitted him at least enough. He recognizes in his rat pecking order that at least momentarily you are the alpha. So
Okay.
it looks like he'll talk to you at least. You kowtowed him enough, alpha rat.
Okay. So tell us what we want to know.
Well, what do you want to know? You stupid, ugly bag of mostly milk.
What do we want to know, guys? Who sent you after us?
Gemini sent us. Yeah, I want them to be Russian. No, I want them to be Spanish. No, wait, that's right. They can't be Spanish. Orcs are Spanish now. Okay.
Yeah. They're Hispanic.
And who's in charge of Gemini?
Gemini's in charge of Gemini. We were members of the Gemini Legion. Hail,
Okay,
Gemini.
Who's the leader?
Gemini.
So you're all the leader.
Gemini is the head of the Legion.
I don't know.
Okay. Where's Gemini?
Don't know right now. He sent us to get the icon.
Why do you need the icon?
We don't ask questions. We just do what Gemini says.
Gotcha.
What is Gemini?
Gemini is Gemini.
Another rat?
No. Gemini's a man, like you, but not a man. He's a wizard. He can do things. Finger
What does he look
waggling
like?
things.
What does he look like?
He looks he's tall and like man, but he's got the mustache, the face, the fur on the face, but not all his face, some of his face, and his eyes. He's got magic things over his eyes and a hat. Oh, he's very proud of his hat. Always wears white. I don't know why. What's the worst color to wear in the wilderness? White. Everything gets on it. And he's very polite until you get him angry. He kind of looks like you. And he points at 44.
Is his
Hmm.
skin yellow?
Yellow? I've never seen his skin. He wears all white. White shorts, white pants, white gloves, white hat. Things over his eyes. He'll see into your soul.
Sounds like a doctor. Did you have a doctor on your ship?
No, a medical bay, but no doctor.
Strange.
Our technology would enable most anyone to use the premises to heal, etc.
Still sounds
of
like a
course.
doctor. A bad doctor. A mean doctor, but a doctor.
Don't know what that word means. But yes,
Perhaps.
sir, he's a doctor. What's your
You're a
doctor?
sort of healing wizard.
No healing. Only heart. Only hurt.
But some of them, if they go bad, then they only hurt.
He only hurts. Oh, he's one of those. Evil priest.
Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
Perhaps this world is corrupting to some.
Sounds like a Nazi doctor. Does he do
I was thinking the
experiments
same
on,
thing,
on
honey.
you?
On us? No. He just helped us see the true way of conquering as opposed to the old way. But he experimented on all our rats. You saw the riding rats. You saw what he did to them. You saw how it rose up against me.
So
Nazi
you are
doctor.
lab rats.
Nazi doctor.
Definitely a Nazi.
Yep, definitely.
I don't know what
Way
that means.
forward is clear.
He is, yes, if you say so. You must know what he is. He's like you. He's not a rat. He is ugly bag of mostly milk, but he's not. He does not smell like milk like you do.
Do you,
How far away is your base
Base?
or your dwelling, your village, your caves, your...
Oh,
Your home.
yes. Some are close, some are far. Rats are everywhere. Rats are everywhere, you know.
Well, we got that. Yeah, it seems to be a rat infestation. What type
Well,
of fuel?
You know what we do with rats back home, sister?
Yep.
Yes, I know.
Well, I feed them poison, or I set a rat trap, but that's what I do for a living. So, what kind of fuel do these wheelchairs run on?
Magic.
Is it a potion?
Is it electric or is it gas?
What is electric? What is gas?
Oh,
Well,
well,
the
do
magic.
these get plugged in, or do they have something you put in a tank?
They were plugged in.
Ah,
charged up.
isn't one or two of the chairs undamaged?
Yeah. They're all in various states of disrepair. Some are better than others. Yeah.
Well,
What is-
because
what is-
when Father Timothy, he killed two with the spell.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
One
damaged the chairs.
one is completely blown up. One is smooshed. There's like three that are in various states of usableness.
Yeah, I will examine them, determine, is one working right now? Is it workable?
Yeah, one. I mean, sure.
Okay, what about the other two?
Not so much, but they could be repaired if that's something you were inclined
Well,
to do.
no, I just don't want to leave him with a wheelchair right now. We want him to drag his ass back wherever he's going, unless we're going to kill him.
No, you should let me
He
go.
surrendered. That wouldn't be wrong of us. to
That'd be
say.
against the Geneva Convention to kill a prisoner after they've surrendered.
Yeah, but
can't
I
do
don't
that.
know of this Geneva Convention. And
Well,
I said it was up to
It's
Captain
a
Rogers.
good
He
word.
surrendered. So
I do want to ask what's in the jar. What's this?
Which jar do you show him? The jar you
The-
got off of him, or the jar you got off the other one?
The other one.
He said, I don't know. Hand it to me.
I'm not handing it to him.
Well, then open it and take a sniff.
I'll open it and let him sniff it.
The minute you unscrew it, the unmistakable smell of bacon comes out.
Oh,
It's just a
bacon grease.
jar of bacon grease.
Okay.
Thick, coagulated bacon grease. Just large, just disgusting, but it smells so good.
All right.
Oh, yes, we use that for many uses. You grease the road, you throw it at people and set it on fire. It's also good eating. Oh, yes, bacon grease. I'm familiar with that. Father Timothy sticks his fingers in like it's ice cream and just, oh, yes, delicious.
I'll give it to him and let him eat it.
Oh, you sure? I'm happy to share. All right, Father Timothy takes your jar of bacon grease and
okay,
Wait, are we
can
going
I?
to tie this guy up and take him with us? What are we doing with him?
No, we did not take it.
so you
with
still
us,
have the
I
bottle
said.
you got off of him, but that was the bottle you got off the other guy. other rat.
I
Tie
how
him,
much
let's
time
just
would
tie him to a tree, and I'm gonna while this is going on, I want to examine the most functioning and other wheelchairs to see what shot me.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much time do I think it would take to repair the other two?
The two that two are completely just. I mean, they're all potentially repairable. It just depends upon
Well,
how much time
okay.
and effort you want
Can we tie them to the Jeep's hood?
You've got 6 of them. One is completely blown up, but it's still parts. One is smushed, but they're still
We're not
parts.
going to repair that.
And then there's others that are in various states of disrepair. One is completely fine, and the other 2 or 6 minus 2 is 4. So yeah, the others are in various states of usability.
Right. So how much time do I estimate it would take if they need some repair to be usable?
Well, one's perfectly fine. You could roll and evaluate on the other 2.
Okay. Was it plus int?
D20 plus int plus any technical skills you might have.
Yeah.
Plus your
We can barter them.
Oh
off
God.
the
I
town.
got a 9 on that roll total.
Okay, but of the 2 you're looking at, the one you're looking at now, it's repairable. You just think it'll take longer than you have.
Okay.
You probably need a garage. You need tools, parts. But yeah, that one, you just need time. It's just time, effort, and parts.
So should I roll for the other one?
If you want.
Yeah, maybe I'll get lucky. Oh, there, much better. 15.
Oh yeah, that one just needs a few minor repairs. You could probably have it going in an hour.
Okay. I Captain Rogers, this will take 1 hour, I estimate, to repair.
What do you
As
thinking?
As for answering your question, Captain Rogers, each one of the wheelchairs have what resembles to you a very crude crank-powered condensed air projector, and they were loaded with nails. So you pull the crank, releases a charge of high-pressure air, shoots them. Just the barrel was just filled with roofing nails. It was a one and done. You've seen things like this. Yeah. Sticky bombs, one and done nail bombs.
Gotcha. Kid, you think you could rig up a couple of these onto the Jeep so while I'm driving, somebody could fire one ahead of us?
Maybe. I mean,
Well, how much more gas do we have to use until we're at half what we started?
You've got probably another 10, 15 miles left to go before you're draining. Nothing's gone bad yet, so
Yeah, we should outfit the Jeep. Salvage the ammo.
you would, the ammo is nails. Most of them are nails are stuck in the side of the Jeep. The firing mechanisms, all 3 of them are fine. You just don't have the fuel source. You would need those condensed air pellets.
Did some of them still have it unfired?
No, they all fired.
Oh, okay.
But many of them missed, but they all got blown up. But yeah, they all fired.
Okay.
It was a one and done. They all pulled the trigger at the exact same time, and some of them hit the Jeep, some of them hit Captain Rogers.
So the
excellent.
The condensed air compressor thing on the wheelchairs. We have one wheelchair is getting repaired. We've got one that still works, right?
Yeah.
One that still works, one that can be repaired in an hour. Another one just needs parts. And then 3 more that are in various states of smoosh.
Can we take the air compressor and all that off the other one?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the air's been spent. You'd have to find a way to repressurize the air, but you figure you're all smart enough to do that. You just, again, time and tools.
Well, why don't we collect whatever parts to make functioning nail guns off of the broken one and whatever parts are available, and then
if you want a vehicle mounted nail gun on the Jeep. You can mount as many as you want, but I mean, you know, you could put one on the hood, one on each side, one on the back. You just need something to fire from it and something to refill the condensed air, the pressurized air. That's what you're missing. I mean,
Right.
Well,
you could probably stick anything in there and it'll shoot it out. It's a primitive enough version of a cannon. Just, I mean, unless you want to waste the time, take the time and effort to jury rig something to, you know, repressurize the air, you probably could. Just as with anything technological based, it's time, effort, and parts.
Yeah, it seems
Father Timothy is kind of in a hurry, but I mean, he's willing to wait.
we could take the rest of the parts with us.
Yeah,
I think that if I can get two of this other wheelchair working, at least two of us can ride in wheelchairs for a while. I don't know how long they'll last, but
yeah, why don't we do that? Get the two ones that are working, and then put all the rest of the parts in the.
All right. Well, the Jeep is getting kind of crowded, but sure, it's getting a little darker.
Well, no, because
put the dead rat on the hood too. You know, driving to town like that.
like a deer you killed.
we were out on safari.
You can do that, sure. You've got plenty of rope and parts to do that.
I heard it's good cooking.
Yeah, Father Timothy's is already,
So Captain Rogers, should we tie this?
Yeah, I'm getting the rope out of the
tree.
Jeep. I'm going to tie his
All
ass
right.
to a tree.
You have
Okay.
you hog tie Jen's poor rat friend to the hood of the Jeep.
Jen's rat. That's
No,
the
I'm
other
going
one.
to tie him to a
He
tree.
killed it with his spell of doom.
Splinter, right? Who are you tying to the front, Splinter? Or...
No, the one that's alive.
Prisoner.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood then. Yeah,
the
you can tie him to the front. He's not going to resist. He knows he is outnumbered. He will bide his time.
Yeah, I'm just going to tie him to a tree and tell him,
Okay, you tie him to a tree.
I give him a sermon about forgiveness and loving your neighbor, and how he needs to repent and change his ways.
Okay.
If he's good, somebody will show up and untie him.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He used to pray to the Lord our Father.
If you let me go, I will accept your false god.
No, he's the one true
No.
God. You need to
Okay,
meditate
I will
on
accept
that
your
while
one
you-
true god if you let me go.
You need to
Well,
meditate on forgiveness and pray.
Okay, so you've tied Rat Commander to a tree. You've taken the dead body of Giant Rat and strapped it to the front of the Jeep. You are going to jury rig the cannons now or wait?
Wait,
wait.
We'll gather them up as salvage, and
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got
I'll be
one
like-
working
yeah,
Well,
wheelchair, one that
I was-
needs time to be repaired, and one that Cal 44 thinks he can repair in an hour. Do you wish to invest the hour in fixing that one?
I do.
Yeah,
think
while
1
he's
hour is
fixing
worth
it, we can tie up the rat and get the other rat on the hood. And
Okay. The hour passes uneventfully. It starts getting darker. It starts raining or snowing, sludging. Again, Timothy kind of subtly reminds you that he is, in a hurry, but we can wait the night here if you want to wait. Or we can keep going.
Well,
Your
Father
magic-
Timothy, if you
Your
wait,
magic
I can
contraption does have lights.
make a wheelchair for you to ride in if you wish.
What? No, I don't need that confangled contraption of rat design. I've got my own. I've got this wonderful Jeep of yours.
Oh, well, that's true. I just was offering it to you first.
You're saying I'm old? That I need a wheelchair?
I'm good with
Yeah,
that.
you
at
were
night.
around the forest
What
a
about
few
you,
times,
Captain
Sonny.
Rogers.
I'm at a day over 200.
You are 200?
No,
Wow, that is
I'm 180.
amazing. Ah,
I'm a spry. I'm still in my first trimester.
You live a long time.
Okay.
I missed her.
Yeah. Are you pregnant?
What? No, I'll start feeling old maybe when I'm 500. As long as I've got Gond energizing me, I'll never be old. I'm young at heart, filled with the wonders of the Wonderbringer. He may be gone, but he's not forgotten. Oh, Gond.
I'm only 110.
Oh, you don't look a day over 80.
I probably don't look over 30, actually. Except for my face being burned.
All right, so you have 2 functioning combat wheelchairs. You have strapped Rat Commander to a tree. You have strapped Dead Rat to the hood. You have all the parts that you feel you can salvage. It is now snowing, raining, thundering from the storm that Grandma's thunderstorms started. So it's getting late in the afternoon. The winter sun is setting. It's getting kind of cold.
Say we keep going so we can get
Am
Delta.
I
Yeah, I
able?
think so too.
And you say parts. Am I able to pull? Is it a battery type of thing in the other wheel?
It is yeah. They're all what basically are lawnmower batteries. Yeah.
Okay. So I try to retrieve any of those that seem to still be
Yes.
usable.
Yes. You've taken them off all the ones that are salvageable. As I have said, you have 2 that work perfectly fine.
Yeah.
1 that needs more repairs than you can do right now, unless you want to take the time. And then you've salvaged 2 more. 2 more engines, 2 more parts. You have enough parts to make at least 4 one-shot air cannons. You have filled up the back of the Jeep with wheelchair parts. It's getting very cramped with all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
The
of
2
you.
of us can ride in wheelchairs now.
All right. Who's going to ride in the wheelchairs?
I mean,
Not it.
that's the best I can do. But I got extra batteries, so that may get these further than we want to park the Jeep.
I'll ride in one because I don't need the headlights from the Jeep.
Okay.
Yeah, then that's fine, Jen. You can try this other one.
All right.
I just repaired it.
You have 2 functioning wheelchairs that have some amount of charge left. Do you wish to continue forward or huddle in for the evening?
Yeah.
No, let's keep driving.
All right. Following
at some point, those Ruskies are gonna, get back to whoever they're working for and probably let them know we're coming.
All right. The Jeep sputters to life, gives a huge backfire of black smoke, but starts puttering along. Jen, you start your combat wheelchair. I mean, how hard can it be to pilot an automated wheelchair?
I mean, elves can do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Of course. You invented them, right?
That's right.
All right. So you're puttering along in your 20-mile-an-hour automated wheelchair. The Jeep is puttering along at whatever Captain Rogers has got it in. You're all crammed in the Jeep. That is all these things that you've collected. Father Timothy leaning his head out again like a happy dog.
I'm riding in a war wheelchair or whatever. So
Music blasting.
As once we get to the already just disappeared. Magic. We just get to the bridge and the boat will be fine. Unfortunately, as the road continues on and gets darker and snowier, you arrive at the bridge house, and the bridge is gone, washed away by the torrential waters of the storm. There's one of those little green men standing in front of it, holding a sign that says "Bridge is out." He looks all water drenched. He's got his little yellow hat. Hey, you're so sorry, folks. It started raining. The dam broke. The bridge is out. It's going to take us days to fix it. Fix it. Lucky me, I get to stand here and hold the sign.
So,
is there another way around?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go up to the moat house, there's like a boat. There's a guy with a boat. He'll take you across for a few pogs.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Drive careful, but not too careful. I can stand in the rain. Yes. He's just standing there with his sign, looking happy as he is. It's like a promotion. All right. Oh, the moat house. Yes, I know where that is. It's in the ruins of that old village of Hamlet.
You think we could find a place to stow the Jeep?
I'm sure the moat house is large enough to stow it there.
Well, no, I meant in the near the village. If it's an
Or
abandoned
maybe
village,
it'll fit on the ferry boat across too. We don't know. Just check it out.
you think it would fit on the ferry?
Well, they probably.
It's a
ferry
pretty
all
large
over.
ferry, but your boat is pretty heavy. I mean, your vehicle is heavy.
Yeah, I don't want to draw any attention, so I'm thinking we stow the Jeep in the abandoned village, make our way to the moat house.
Sounds good.
On foot?
Yeah, well, except for the wheelchairs, I suppose.
But the wheelchairs belong to the rats, so maybe we're better to stow these things temporarily at least and walk
stow
over
everything
there.
at the village and
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no village where you are right now. You're at the
No, the one our friend told us about.
The one near the moat house.
the moat house. Yes, you can store it there if you want. You think?
Let's go check it out.
Point the way.
All right. Father Timothy seems to remember the direction. You start up the Jeep. Another huge black smoke comes out of the back. But you're driving along in the night, and you arrive at the moat house and the ruins of the village of Hamlet. And big stone building with an opening right onto the water. You know, outlaw. You've all seen the Outlaw Josie Wales, right? The thing on the big wooden raft that you pull across on the ropes to the other end of the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the big house where they store, and it's like sort of like a trading post kind of thing, right? You know, the old woman, hey, the Outlaw Josie Wales, and she spit, you know, right? That scene. So yeah, it's totally that scene, except you don't see the boat or the moat house keeper.
It might be on the other side.
You do see lights on the other side.
All right. So let's find a spot in the ruined village that we can hide this Jeep.
Sure. The ruined village of Hamlet, Smithton, you see. There's plenty of places you could hide the Jeep easily.
And the wheelchairs. Cover them up with whatever we can find.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want the Jeep hid, it is hid. You know, we put it under rocks, trees, whatever you want.
Make sure
we better take the rotting, the dead rat off the hood.
Yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't the best idea to bring it along.
Would have made for a hell of a snapshot, though.
I mean, unless you were thinking we're going to cook rat up to eat.
I've got a recipe.
Well, you know, we got to wait for the ferry person to come back so we can cook rat on the other side.
I don't know. I mean, I'm willing, but
I'm suddenly really not that hungry.
Right.
You haven't been on this.
Let's pull all the gear off. Let's pull all the gear off the Jeep. Everybody carry
getting all
what
the
they
medical
can.
supplies together.
Could I borrow your binoculars so I could take a peek at the other shore?
Good idea.
Yeah.
I'll try to take a peek over there while they're unloading some of the stuff.
Okay, it is kind of dark, but still, you definitely see that on the other side there are forms moving. You are familiar enough now to recognize that these are more rat folk.
Cut out. Damn.
And they have the
Hmm.
Part Part of what you said, it momentarily you froze, and this has been happening, but it's taking turns between everybody. For me,
I could be. I don't know if it's my connection or whatever.
It's weird.
Believe it or not, Discord had a recent update the last day or two ago, and Discord has been pretty wonky.
Yeah, but we're using StreamYard, but
oh no, I'm sorry. I meant not even StreamYard, Restream. So it's probably not related.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could take a second, and I could look into it if you want to take.
No.
I've only seen Cal freeze up a few times, but not very much.
Okay, because I wondered if I was too. When you describe what he saw, that's when it cut out. So I missed it.
I'll come back and describe it. I was like, guys, I seen some silhouettes over there. I think I seen about 4 of them.
Oh yeah,
Rats.
Way more than 4.
The ears.
Yeah, but at least anywhere between 4 and 40.
It's that modern education. They can't count.
Well, it's dark. It's far away.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So if we cross,
we don't want to lure them over here yet.
No,
we might have a big fight on our hands.
Father Timothy has got his little thing out, and he's chopped up the rats like the scene from Delicious with Dungeon. You know, he's like, and the thing, and he's chopped up these vegetables, and
he's gonna cook dinner.
Yep, he's making you some rat stew.
Ratatouille.
We have some ratatouille. Yep.
Hey guys.
Was there a rope across?
They're going to see the fire. They're going to see the fire and all that. So they're going to come over here. Why don't?
I mean, unless you want to conceal it, they're going to see. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you need dinner? Hold on, I have to feed the cat.
But we could use that to our advantage to pretend to be something we're not, such as traveling chefs.
I'm wondering if there's some sort of signaling lamp on this side or some sort of system to get the raft to get over here. Oh, I'm going to look around for a lantern or anything on the outside dock where the raft.
Didn't one of those rats have a whistle?
I have this whistle from the leader, possibly.
We have the horn too.
But the whistle could be a signal for the rats. But of course, if we draw them across, many, we're going to have a hell of a fight.
Are rats like dogs or something where they can hear high pitched stuff?
Well, maybe the riding rats.
Yes, I believe so.
And the whole battle horn. So that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, like I said, maybe if we present ourselves slightly differently when they show up, we'll be the safari cookout group or something.
Well, I mean, we just fought a group of them. I think that they know what they're looking for, and it's us and the Jeep.
Well, we hid the Jeep.
The yeet.
All right, I'm back from feeding the cat. Have you tried to hide your fire, or are you?
Yeah. Goblin. I mean, not goblin. Father, you need to hide the fire for right now.
Oh, he says something over the fire, and it seems to shimmer for a second, and then it's like you can't really see it. You can still feel the warmth coming off of it. You can still smell the rat stew, but the light is gone.
There's a whole bunch of rats on the other side of the river, Father.
Oh, well, I better memorize some combat spells then. Sits down in a cross leg and pulls out his holy symbol and starts praying.
Father Timothy, is there another bridge or anything further down that we could just go and avoid these rats altogether, or is it too far?
There is another bridge. It's further down, if I recall. I haven't traveled that way in a while, so I don't know how dangerous it could be, but yes.
And how far away is it?
Well, walking, a couple hours.
Okay.
driving your thing, your amazing Gone vehicle, maybe an hour or two. Depends on the road and the rain and the snow.
Very good.
Right? And David, as you're watching the river, you see now that some of the lights are getting in the raft, and the raft is slowly moving across back your way.
I'll tell
We should
everybody,
get
hey,
out
we
of
got
here.
company.
We should get out of here.
Well, we could probably take the amount of rats that come across on the raft.
That's
At
what I
least
was
that
thinking.
way we split them up. We can take them out in detail. How many do you estimate how many rats are on the raft?
As you're looking through your binoculars, as the raft gets closer, it gets to about the middle of the river, and it stops. And all the rats all pull out these torches, and standing in the center of the rats is what appears to be a human. And he is wearing all white. He's got a white shirt, white pants, white gloves, white hat, white mustache, white beard.
Oh, good Lord.
Echoing over the night, you hear this voice that cries out the dulcet sounds of a fine Southern gentleman. Brothers and sisters, there is no more need for us to fight. We only require one thing, and we will let you go. That voice sounds familiar, 44.
The voice sounds familiar.
Friend of yours?
Maybe one of my old crew.
God,
Has-
native?
What do you say, brothers and sisters? Surely we can come to some accord. We are all fine, two gentlemen, to sully our midst any further with blood and violence. Though my minions, my loyal followers, hunger, I can keep them under control. At the end of the day, I only require one thing, and I will happily let you go.
And that is?
So you have stepped out to redress him out to the.
No, I just talked to him. I said, and that is?
Well, you have to remember that you're inside the village, inside this hiding place that you've built up around the fire. You can hear him. You can see him through the binoculars, but you're not at the side of the river.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Get out of and head back towards the moat house.
No, I'll wait.
But
sorry. It's kind of weird because, yeah.
I can start using maps if it makes it easier.
I'd say you go talk to him. He's your friend, right?
Definitely happy to, open up a bugbear.
I recognize the voice. That does not mean he is our friend. I do not know. This is.
But the only person that you can see him is David looking through the binoculars. Now, if you get out of your little hiding place and walk towards the edge of the river, then you can all see him.
I will pass the binoculars around if anybody else is curious. Like, check this dude out.
Let me see. Let me see first what he looks like. Do I recognize him?
Yeah.
And who do I think he is?
He is the captain of your ship that you have not seen in however long it has been. How long do you think it was? A year?
2 years, at least.
Yes, he looks like sort of like the captain of your ship. Though his name wasn't Gemini.
Right.
His name was 7536248-6.
Too many numbers.
That's why he was a
That's
captain.
a false ID. I know it is.
That's why he was a captain. He's got way more numbers than you.
Actually, he'd probably have less. There's less captains that are, yeah. Anyway, because I'm one of 5,000 units.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, that man was my captain. something has happened to corrupt his systems. I think. I will venture out and parlay with them.
He was a
Is he
cat.
is he a tin man like yourself?
He does not appear to be.
I'm a cyborg. You're human and
You do not see any obvious metal parts, but he is
like
wearing,
me. I'm not obviously like
other than the weird things over his eyes,
right.
he appears to be a Southern gentleman. All white shirt, all white pants, all white gloves. He's even got the little walking cane, the Southern gentleman hat,
His skin would be yellow like mine.
the very distinctive beard and mustache. Looks kind of like something many of you have seen on the side of a fried chicken bucket.
Yeah, so your captain was a colonel?
I almost said that. That's the colonel.
God.
And kind of like that guy from Jurassic Park a little bit, too.
Colonel Sanders.
Actually,
Or the
what was the
popcorn
guy?
guy.
What was the main guy from Breaking Bad? Because he looks like him with the mustache and beard.
Walter White.
Yeah, looks like
So-
Walter actually.
Do we know, Father Timothy, why Gemini might want this religious icon?
I have no clue, but there's no way I am giving it to him. This is a holy item of God, sent from the heavens itself. I must return it to the temple.
Does it
There's
have
that-
any properties that are magical, or does it do anything special?
He holds up the Mickey Mouse statue. If you get it in the right light, it makes rainbows.
Okay.
And it's from some place called Disneyland. I don't know where that is. But I can only imagine it is a wonderful place filled with the machinations of God.
I've heard it's the happiest place.
Walt Disney makes the best cartoons. Best.
Perhaps when we restore Gond to his rightful place amongst the icons, I can see this Disneyland. Now I'm a patient man, but my brothers and sisters of the rat folk are not. I am willing to wait, but I do not know how long I can hold them up. So can we not have this accord? You hiding in those ruins of Hamlet, I assure you, we will not draw weapons first. I ain't gonna give it to him.
I should speak with him.
Try to find out what's going on with him.
That's why I'm puzzled. This would not be his mission. He has to be compromised.
So you step out?
What do you think, Captain Rogers?
Any way we could convince him to come over to our side?
Well, considering that it's obviously got a new identity, I guess, I seriously doubt it. But at least I should try to talk with him. We should be ready to take off in our Jeep wheelchairs if this doesn't go well. He may not be trustworthy. That's why I'm only willing to expose myself. The rest of you, be ready to leave. If they take me down, leave.
Well, if we set up a little bit of a kill zone with cover, or
So far, we have been lucky. I have had the only laser pistol, but Gemini would have a laser pistol and a rifle. And if he had access to the rest of his group's weapons, they may have more. We would be outgunned.
All right. Well, why don't I and Jen go get the Jeep?
You have the Jeep.
And-
You're right. You
Yeah,
are
we're right there.
Oh,
right next to the
okay,
Jeep.
We're
let's get
still
the Jeep.
inside, but
You're
Yeah,
still in
okay.
your little hiding spot.
Let's get the Jeep ready to roll. Jen and I can get that ready to roll. You guys cover Cal. Cal, go out and milk him for information. We got to find out what's going on.
well, it may not be able to, but he may recognize me. Who knows? I am puzzled.
Okay, so Cal, you step out.
And
with
Yeah, I'll walk out there where
before
I
you step
can.
out with David and
No,
Colonel
no,
Rogers covering you?
nobody else should go. No,
Well, we
only
want to at least
No,
be able to cover you.
Yeah, so you're covering him.
Well, then stay hidden. That's all.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of
That's
course.
the general idea.
We're just gonna
Okay, because that's that was confusing because you repeated back different than what he said.
Yeah, Father Timothy starts concentrating again, and again that weird swirling aura of spinning motes surrounds all of you. But then 44 walks too far away. It's no longer within the aura, the area of effect. All right, you step out of the ruins, you walk towards the edge of the river, you see the moat house. Strung across from one end of the moat house to the other is this huge, thick rope. In the middle of the rushing river is this gigantic wooden raft. It easily can hold a mule team, your Jeep. Don't know if it could support the weight, but you figure it probably could if it could support a wagon. And standing in the center, surrounded by rats holding torches, is this fine southern gentleman who you can only assume is Gemini based upon the description that has been given him. And he's just...
You are Gemini?
Ah! I see. One of you is a gentleman, has come forward while your fellow men and women cower behind you. That is expected. Do you have what I seek, my friend?
I don't know. What do you seek?
I seek the holy icon that your priest carries with you.
I do not know of priest things.
Well, not everyone can be educated in the fine arts. But I do know you travel with the priest who is known as Timothy, and he has the holy icon that you so roughhandedly retrieved from my friends, the rat folk, from their cave, which I will forgive you. If you just hand it over to me now, bygones will be bygones, and we can each go about our separate ways.
Yeah. Well, so do you recognize me?
I'm afraid not. You have me at a disadvantage. I do not believe I have seen you before, and I would surely recognize a man of your stature.
You were not known as Gemini before.
Yes, that is my name.
Was someone else?
So. I am Gemini,
Yes.
Lord and Master of the Gemini Legion.
Interesting. You were part of a space crew. Crash landed on this planet. What happened to your companions?
You see my companions in front of me and behind me. They are the wheat in the fields.
No, not these creatures. Others like us.
Oh, there are men and women who have come to work with me and have seen the same vision I have. But tonight it is me and my brothers and sisters of the rat. But yes, do you wish to join the Legion, my friend? There is plenty of room.
Yeah, probably not.
Well,
What does this idol do?
it does wonders. And it does nothing. That is the power of faith. An idol is just an idol. But it is the faith of the men and the women that empower it, that drive you to accomplish amazing things.
I see.
I was lost in the wilderness, but now I have seen the light, and I can show you the light, and we can all reclaim the glory of the Gemini Legion.
Yeah, I'll have to talk with my friends.
I am not sure how much longer I can keep my companions at bay. I give you...
That sounds like a threat. Are we now threatening? You wanted something for nothing. I don't do those kind of deals.
Well, as I have said, I am offering an accord. Perhaps you do not understand what that means, but that means if you give me what I ask, we will leave you alone. we will let you go on your way.
That's a threat.
Well, if that is how you perceive it, but as a gentleman, I do not threaten.
That's as a gentleman.
I only
you would
state the
not
facts.
threaten. You would have offered something equal in exchange.
I am offering you the freedom to go about your
Apparently,
business.
violence is equal to this idol.
If that is the way you wish to perceive it, and he starts shaking, then far be it from me to dissuade you. If you just give me what I want, we can end this charade, and you can go on your way, and I can go on mine, and my brothers and sisters of the rat will be satisfied. Otherwise, I'm afraid I cannot hold them back much longer.
How many rats are on the raft with him?
You estimate at least 20.
How many? How many?
At least 20. The raft's big enough to hold a mule, a covered wagon.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I knew there was a lot. Okay, well, I'm going to back off and go talk to my friends.
I can handle 5. I don't know about more than that, guys.
What's
Problem.
how deep is this river?
It's deep enough. They need a big raft, so it's got to be substantial.
It's deep enough and wide enough they need a raft. But Father Timothy doesn't know. He's like, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's measured it. I suppose if I had a rope and a weight, I could figure it out. I mean, that would require some thinking. Oh, yes, some ruled Goldberg. Yes. Okay, I will go and figure out how deep the river is. He grabs a rope off the side of the... Yes, this is a miracle of God. I will invent the Death Finder.
It's okay, sir.
So Father Timothy goes to measure the depth of the river as only a priest of God, the Wanderbringer, can by tying a weight to a rope and dropping it in.
I say we book it.
Well, we could book
Quickly.
it, but we could also somehow, if we can figure out a way to capsize the raft so they're in the water, then they'll be a little
Can't
easier
we cut the
pickings.
rope that
Cut
the
the rope.
raft's connected to?
Yeah, that was my next thing. If I need to.
But
shoot 'em.
if we cut the rope, then we can't use the raft.
I
really
cannot
either.
wait much longer, friends. Please come to a decision. I give you 5 more minutes.
Considering
get
that there's
the other
20
bridge.
rats and Gemini could be extremely dangerous. He does not recognize me.
Mhm.
Right. We don't want them to get on this side of the shore quickly.
Yeah, we want to delay them all we can. We
So why
don't
don't we
want to
just
fight
cut the
them
rope?
fairly.
Well, I got this moonshine here.
Yep.
Catch it on fire?
I can improvise and maybe light some of them on fire.
I agree. I had thought of that too.
Molotov cocktails?
You might catch the raft on fire too.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, let's do it.
And,
Okay,
and
so you step out and mass from the hiding place, and your plan is to cut the rope, set the rope on fire? Or what do you do? You've all come out. You've got the raft in the middle of the
We're gonna-
raging river. In the center of the raft is this man dressed like Colonel Sanders, but he seems to be having like what almost appears to be like an epileptic fit. His body is shaking with anger or rage or something.
So
do I recognize this as potential for like a corrupted program?
It could be a corrupted program. It could be something in his body resisting or fighting or...
So we open up, we throw Molotov cocktails at the raft, and then cut the rope, right? And then we
Yep,
can
I
try to
agree.
get down to the next bridge. Is that the plan?
Yep.
Now, I don't know about cutting the rope per se. If we want to go across the river,
We're going to burn the raft.
I say that it's not worth it here because there's more rats on the other shore. We
Yeah,
we'll
want
just go down
Right.
to the other
to kill
cross.
a number of rats.
I'll
And
ready
cut the
my
rope.
Molotov cocktail. I don't know if anybody else has got any others. I
At
assume
least light the raft on fire. That's what
Or
I
we
say.
just hold on, or we just give him what he wants.
No. Father Timothy, do you want to give your idol to Gemini?
Absolutely not.
Okay, very good. We don't know what power it holds, but there is something about that idol, I think, that even Father Timothy may not know.
It's a cheap thing from a gift shop. What?
Yeah.
Kid, maybe back home, but we are, like I've said a million times, not in Kansas anymore.
These people are crazy.
So are the
Yeah,
cyborgs.
I mean, there. Other than as he says, the faith of the item itself is a crystal Mickey Mouse from the gift shop at Disneyland, worth about $100. You know.
Damn, that's an expensive tchotchke.
Oh, it's one of those crystal collectibles. Yeah, they're $80, $100 at the gift shop.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we paid a lot for that Disneyland trip. We got to save everything we got there.
Can anybody do an illusion?
What's that?
I was just looking at the people that I've seen do other magic.
Unfortunately,
Honey and
both
Jen.
Jen and Nurse
You guys do
Honey
illusions?
feel as if they are not capable of channeling any more magic at this point.
Mm-mm.
You, on the other hand,
I only got a little bit of juice.
I'm going to get the Jeep running.
You know what? I'll ask to see the statue.
Father Timothy, with his
Just
rope
see it.
still in the water, hands you the crystal statue. As you saw, it's about
I'm going to try to
2 pounds.
reach. Go ahead.
It's about 2 pounds of crystal. It says on the bottom, made at Disneyland. It's Mickey Mouse. It's a crystal Mickey Mouse.
I'll try to reach out to the chaos of magic and try to make a copy or an illusion of it.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is not something you know, which means you are risking the chaos. So, where did the table go? It's a 7-page book. How come I can't find the table? Okay. Please risk it and roll a d6.
5,
Roll a d6.
6,
Real and earthreal. Earthreal effect. Roll a d6
5,
and a d6.
5 again.
And now roll a d6
1,
and a d6.
6.
Scrying. All right. So you are trying to look at this $100, probably worth $20 crystal Mickey Mouse. You've seen them. And you're like, make a copy of yourself. Make a copy of yourself. Make a copy of yourself. And it does. A shimmering outline of the Mickey Mouse appears in your other hand. It is not 100%, more like an echo. But as you look at it, you feel like you're still looking through the binoculars, as if you're scrying across the river. And you look right into Gemini for a second, and as you look, his body begins to change. Where once his flesh seems to melt away, the white seems to retreat, exposing what you recognize as the captain, the real captain, the Gemini, as his face melts away, revealing a full cyborg that you recognize as the captain. And I have waited long enough. Kill them! And his lightning starts sparking across his body. The rats are all like starting to pull the thing faster towards you. If you're gonna burn it, you should burn it now.
I'm tossing the Molotov.
Okay, go ahead. You can't miss. It just, are you trying to toss it at the bridge, or?
I'm trying to toss it. I'm trying to toss it right at Colonel Sanders' melon.
Oh, he's not Colonel. Yep. Firstly, you have awakened the other face of Gemini.
Yeah, I know. That's so awesome. Nat 20.
And that's
Jesus.
That's stolen right from Thundar.
I know. I got a nat 20.
We knew.
Boom. The Molotov just engulfs the boat in flames. Gemini doesn't seem to be affected. The last of his white clothing burns away. The outer exterior is gone. He's now 100% cyborg. All you can see is the little badge of the missions that he was on, and one of them says Apollo, Gemini, and you're like, oh, that's where he got his name from. All right, so you have set the boat on fire. The rats are screaming and jumping off. Anybody else want to do anything?
I got the Jeep started. I'm yelling at everybody to hurry up.
You got the Jeep started. Jen, you are in the Jeep.
Yep.
I laser pistol Gemini.
All right, roll the hit.
Oh, rolled a 3.
You pull the trigger. The laser bolt echoes across the sky, hits him, and seems to reflect and shoot back at you and miss you. Hit the wall behind you. And lightning starts sparking from his hands, and he looks at you with his radioactive eyes. You will pay for that.
Oh, well.
Anybody else want to use your surprise action? David, you're cutting the bridge, I think. I mean, the rope.
Well, I was. I had the copy of the statue. I was
Yes,
gonna
you got the copy of the statue.
I was gonna just try to toss it to him.
All right.
Copy.
You still want to do that, or?
Yeah, and then run.
All right. So you throw the echo, and the minute you let go of it, it just kind of fades away as an echo does. You've learned the spell Echo of Scrying. Yes, Jen.
Am I able to cast Slime Claw?
Yeah, of course, anytime.
I don't know if it's within range. I would love to cast Slime Claw and just have Slime Claw push that dude off the raft.
He is within your range. Yes. Roll to cast the spell as always. D20 plus your wisdom modifier plus your level.
12.
You have successfully reached deep into the primordial energy of the world, past the chaos, past the law, past everything, to the primal force of the guiding energies. And this goo bubbles up from the earth and forms a claw, and it waves at you, jumps on the rope, runs across the rope like Thing from the Addams Family, lands on the rope, and attempts to valiantly push Gemini in the water. Please roll for your slime claw, Jen.
Okay, what do I roll?
D20 plus your wisdom modifier.
17.
And with unnatural strength, this little teeny hand just pushes him, and he's like, and rolls a 13 plus 1, so 14. And I roll a 3 for my dexterity save. So somehow,
he pushed him right in the face.
With 10 pounds of pressure, he just pushes him in the back of the head. He slips on the oil from the fire and goes into the water. Curse you! He gets dragged away by the rushing current. I knew he was going to end up in the water. As I was writing the encounter, I'm like, he's going to end up in the water. There's no way he's not ending in the water. Somebody's going to knock him in the water. All right, so you've got Gemini floating away on the river.
It might just sink.
Well, the pressure, the power of the river is pushing him forward. If it gets to a lull, then he'll sink.
True.
much like a boat
That's
or anything
okay.
else. You've got rat people on a flaming barge, but they're stamping it out. You've got rat people across the river who are like, well, what are we supposed to do now?
Hurry up, guys!
Bring it back! They're all yelling, bring it back, bring it back. The rats on the boat are going, go forward, go forward.
Did some of the rats go down that got burned?
Oh yeah, some of them are on fire. Yeah, you've definitely killed a few.
Okay.
But they're they're organizing now. They're stamping out the fire. They're throwing water on it.
Well, maybe we do want to pull them. Oh no, they have to pull on the rope. So.
The few of them are pulling forward. David takes out his echo and throws it, and the echo just disappears. Grandma's started the Jeep, and she's pulled out. Jen's in the Jeep. Father Timothy pulls up his his rope and goes 30 feet.
I walk back to get. Can I get one of the bows with the arrows?
I was thinking the same thing.
And I start shooting the rats on the raft.
All right, you can get one more free shot before they're at the other. They reach your side. So anybody wants to shoot the rats?
Yeah.
Well, I got a.
Oh my God, you're not going to believe it.
Is it a natural 20 or a natural 1?
The natural 20.
All right, roll. Do you want to do 2d6 or 1d6?
Yeah, I'll go for the 2d6. We're just trying to eliminate them here.
All right, it just goes through 2 rats as once. You just barbecue 2 rats. Hit him one, arrow goes through, hits the second rat. One. They both fall in the fire.
Awesome.
Catch on fire.
12 hit?
Yeah, they're armor class 8.
Oh, okay. All right. I got 1 hit. 4 damage to a rat.
Plus fire damage. He's dead.
Okay.
All right. If you guys are gonna bail, you bail, or we're in initiative because they've almost reached the edge.
Come on, guys, we gotta get out of here.
Let's go.
Okay. Captain Roger, it seems that things have changed. We should pretend to withdraw. Maybe we should then hide and see if they come back. Gemini has gone in the river, so I think we're pretty safe.
I'm calling it a win. Let's get out of here.
Unfortunately, since you stood there and allowed Cal to talk instead of getting in the Jeep when you had the chance, they have landed on the shore and they start shooting back at you guys.
Well, see, I tried to ask you which shore. You're confusing me. Okay, because
I will have maps next week.
Yeah,
sorry,
I try to ask those questions because it becomes very hard to keep track of. I thought they were retreating.
No, they've always been going forward with you.
Okay, so I can shoot them.
They're probably closer to us than.
Okay, I shoot another one or try to.
Well, they get their action. You've had 2 actions.
I understand. I got it.
I will, if that's it's an issue, I will figure out how Bugbear Radio works. Or
it isn't if I get to ask the question. But
do you feel I have not been answering your questions?
Well, I tried to ask it, but it didn't come through. I guess I don't know. I can't replay. I have to look back at the replay then.
Okay. Well, if I'm missing things, please let me know. We can stop and rewind.
Well, it makes a difference, but then I figure we damaged enough of them. I can just keep shooting them.
Okay. Well, that is the problem with, without having a map and using Discord and these methods that communicate poorly.
Well, actually,
I apologize if that's an issue. I will try and do better.
Yeah. What I'm trying to get at is the situation changed. My unit is okay with staying there and shooting rats or doing combat with them. If everybody else takes off, I'm okay with it.
All right. I apologize. I thought I made it clear, but
no, that's okay. No, I had said, hey, everybody, if you need to, take off. I'd said that earlier. So, but now things have changed. I can keep shooting them. I'll beat the crap out of them by myself if I have to.
Okay. What is it you all will just rewind? What is it you all want to do? They have pulled themselves to the shore. You have had 2 rounds of action. They are in the position to start attacking you now, or you can choose to get into the Jeep and bail. 44 seems to be yelling that he wants to continue to attack. Timothy is in the Jeep. Jen's in the Jeep. Honey is in the Jeep.
We could run him over. I don't care.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking. Hail Mary, full of grace.
Quick tactical question: How many do I see?
16.
16.
Hold
Cal,
on, Father Timothy.
44.
Yeah.
I think we should hit the road. No sense in getting the women folk all mussed up.
I agree that if you need to retreat, that is fine.
I think the numbers are just not quite in our favor yet.
They've lost their leader, and you've burned many of them. I'd say that their will to fight may break soon.
I'd be running to the Jeep and kind of also saying, "Are we fighting? We going? Let's go."
Get in the Jeep.
Let's if they give chase, then you and I, 44, we can sit in the back of the Jeep and just take pot shots as we hightail it out of here. If they give chase, then we can always just hop off.
All right, I'll jump in my wheelchair.
Come on, Captain Rogers, get in the Jeep.
I sort of butt land in the back of the Jeep with my service automatic, covering the rear.
Peeling out of there in the Jeep. Everyone, hold on.
With a
Cue the Dukes of Hazzard music.
There's
Honey, you gotta yell, Jeep.
Got that one.
natural one. You stick in the cling, the shift, you put the pedal down, everybody is pulling in. 44 is last.
No, I'm in the wheelchair.
Oh, your 44 is peeling off in the wheelchair.
Yes,
And
Jen is also.
I was in the truck
Yeah,
already.
she's in
Yeah.
the Jeep with me, man.
Oh, okay.
She's in the-
Well, there's a wheelchair left.
okay. But you are all leaving, correct?
I'll be
Yes.
looking for some music to turn on.
Okay.
Is the other wheelchair? Can you with the? I'm not sure of the controls, but is it one where you can turn it on and you can actually, without somebody sitting in it, you can put it in forward and have it just take off?
Sure.
Okay. I'll get that ready to send them a present.
Okay, so you
Oh.
44, you were in a wheelchair. Everybody else is in the
Yes.
Jeep. Now 44, you are getting out of the wheelchair to walk over to the other wheelchair, correct?
Yeah.
You make a present out of it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
the Jeep is leaving, or are you staying
Yeah,
to
that's
wait
fine.
for him to finish?
Oh, they don't have to. Get some distance.
All right.
I get the other wheelchair going and I send it toward the horde of rats.
Okay, so Jeep, you are taking off. You are leaving.
Yes.
The Jeep is leaving. 44, you have chosen to stay behind.
You're on a mission for God.
You've got your other wheel. You've gotten out of your wheelchair. You've gone over to the other wheelchair. You have set it into drive, and you're just aiming it towards the crowd.
Yes.
You're not doing anything else with it.
Not yet.
Okay.
I send it at max speed at them.
Well, it only has one speed, but okay.
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
It goes forward at its 20 mile an hour. You're leaving at 50 miles an hour. Finally, the gasohol hits the carburetor, and with a burst of flame and speed, as the rear of the Jeep is sort of engulfed in gasohol flames, you zoom off like a rocket. It was the natural one. The natural one was going to hit eventually, or not. Into the night with Father Timothy going, "No, watch out for the tree." You point your wheelchair at the 16 remaining rats as they're charging towards you. Roll the hit with your wheelchair, I guess.
Well, that's a 12 plus level, so 13, and no, what else? At least
That
a
would be it.
13.
I mean, yeah, Dex. You could add your Dex mod if you want.
Don't have one. Okay.
All right, the 20-mile-an-hour wheelchair plows into the rats, knocking over. Three of them. Three of them are knocked over as the wheelchair just hits them, drives over one, sort of grinds to a halt, keeps trying to go forward. They just sort of sputter as it's got, rat stuck in it now. And eventually just sort of stops. The rats that are down are down. The rest of the rats are crawling over them. If there's nothing else you want to do, the rats
run and jump in my wheelchair that's running and take off.
Okay. The rats can get at least one shot at you. Unless he rolls a natural one. But you take off into the night with a flurry of roofing nails and arrows flying over your head.
Okay.
Eventually, you catch up to the Jeep as the momentary speed burst of the gasohol comes to an end and the Jeep sputters to, unfortunately, a stop about 10 miles away from where you started.
Okay. I would have.
As the tank is now. I'm sorry, Cal, go ahead.
I would have stopped at a safe distance, pull my laser gun, and shoot another one.
Okay. How your laser gun, you figure, is 20, 30 feet in the dark?
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's not a safe distance. I thought it shot.
You could go farther, but you'd start reaching the point where you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's all right. I'll try a shot from a distance.
Okay.
See if I get lucky.
You go to all right. How far away do you want to be? I mean, your laser is
at least 60 feet.
60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll give you another round before we catch up with our friends. You can shoot away if you want.
I get a lot. I got a 17.
Another rat is dead. There's now 15 left.
Actually, there's 12 left. Unless one of some of the damaged ones that the wheelchair hit got up, your count's off.
They were just knocked over. They're fine.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's why I asked. Because see, I don't know. Okay. All right. There's still
what am I not communicating with you, Cal? Because you keep
No, I don't. I couldn't assume either way, but when he said 3 went down, I just thought they were dead. But you're right.
Okay, that I will be more.
No, I wouldn't be able to tell necessarily. That's the actual answer. Okay, I return to the rest of the crew because I've done my business.
You shoot a rat. The rats fire blindly into the night. Ooh, but a natural 20 is a natural 20, and one of them gets lucky. And as you get back in the wheelchair to peel away after taking your shot into the dark. 18, 16, 20 arrows, fill the arrow. One of them hits that sweet spot and gets you right in the back of the melon as you're trying to retreat for 4 points of damage.
Ouch.
And then you peel off into the night. Meanwhile, Grandma, you accelerator, boom, you take off at as faster than the Jeep was ever meant to go. Leaving 44 behind you, you peel off into the evening, the lights, the smoke, the fire. Roll a dexterity check.
I rolled a natural 1.
Artist for Hire Santana says it's the system's fault, not yours. Add flavor, get subjective to taste. Okay, I can work on improving the system. Also, the communication abilities of the technology is limited. Yep, you thought that was road, but turns out it wasn't road. And as Colonel Rogers said, you get the Dukes of Hazzard music as you attempt to leap over something you didn't see, and unfortunately, with a natural one, you crash.
Oh.
Kaboom, badoom, badoom, blam, splurdo, crash.
All right.
What did you do to my Jeep?
Yeah, so you've crashed. The Jeep, you can smell the oil burning. You can smell the engine burning. You can smell the rubber burning. Comes to a halt. But fortunately, as Father Timothy said, there was another bridge nearby about 10 miles. And strangely enough, with the speed burst, you've managed to clear 10 miles in about 5 minutes. So you crash into a wall.
Damn.
Ouch. Broke the Jeep.
And as everybody tumbles out of the Jeep, behind you, you can hear the little lawnmower engine of the wheelchair going as 44 is trying to catch up. You see another bridge. This one's perfectly fine. Another little bridge house, a little wall. And as your eyes look up the wall, standing on top of the wall is a little man whose face is a mask of a tiki. And he looks down at you and goes, question? And that's where we'll leave you. You've arrived at the bridge to Dunkirk. And more importantly, you have all leveled. You're all second level. So I will send out a email to each of you during the week to ask you what you want to do for your leveling, but you're now all second level. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
Hopefully you, other than the communication issues, we
Nice.
The crash hit so hard, I feel more powerful.
Hopefully you all had a good time. I apologize that I am not
absolutely, guys,
communicating as well as I should. Obviously, there's issues with the technology, issues with my learning disability. I'm sorry. I will. If you tell me what it is, I can try and fix it.
Oh, like I said, it's just the details in a battle. You know, that was the main thing. And I know I tried to ask it. I don't think I got it out because which shore are they going to? That's just one of those things.
I
I
apologize.
had a blast, guys. I had an absolute blast.
No big deal. It was a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, it's fun. I think that in the chaos of describing, people start interpreting a little bit differently and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I
Okay. Well, I don't really like
flowed
BTTs, but I will look into them. It just means, unfortunately,
No.
that's another technology we have to deal with, and we know they're clunky.
Yeah, just say, you know how you did the visual aids. Just get a couple of maps, bring them up. Top of the screen is north, bottom of the screen is south, and we're good.
We can do that. It would definitely be. I mean,
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, if you send them to your Discord or make a little place to where we can refer back to them, so you don't have to keep like X map up on the screen the whole time. We can just go over to Discord and look at it. Maybe even between games, you can have it posted for areas that we already know about, that sort of thing. That's
sure,
all
I can do that.
I
can definitely do that. And will that make it easier?
For the game I'm running tomorrow, I got a little map. I took a picture of it, and even though I drew it tiny on Discord, you can just enlarge the picture, and my players know exactly what's what. And virtual tabletop, for me, they're just super distracting with trying to get the tokens in place and all that nonsense. We've gotten so much more done in this game. Think of all the different little combats. We would get through one in a 3-hour session.
Well, I mean, look who you're comparing me to. So I mean, it's
I'm
not that high of a bar, buddy.
No, not. I've been in a lot of games.
But
Jealous.
if you try to do
Each
the
month.
if you try to do the virtual tabletop thing, any technology issues we're having will just carry over to that
Oh yeah.
as well.
I had
So-
nothing but problems with Roll20.
And Cal is right. The
Thanks,
thing kept
artist.
freezing. Sometimes he'd freeze. Sometimes somebody else would. It'd be just for a few seconds, but whenever that would happen, then that person would cut out, or you couldn't hear that.
Yeah, I
person,
noticed that there was a couple times when everybody just disappeared.
Yeah.
So
things
I don't
like
know if
Yeah,
that.
that was weird.
I even got booted at one point. came
Yeah,
back.
I don't know what that
So-
is.
So
There is a
Internet.
help icon.
Help!
Hi, welcome to SteamYard. Ask me a question and I'll find the answer for you. So what do we want
I want
to
to
ask you?
phone a friend.
phone a friend.
Um,
New
Nice,
spell,
Cal.
right? Phone a friend spell.
Why?
You guys all did great tonight. I was a little off.
And Cal,
Um,
if you have COVID, just so you
What?
know, because I had it, sometimes it
Oh.
messes with your cognitive ability to.
Oh,
craft.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh
blame
my
it on-
God!
I'm
Don't blame it on
semi-retarded.
COVID. I'm a natural blonde. I'll take the heat.
No, I have.
So,
I
just-
also
just
have
so
a
you
head
know,
injury,
if you're
so I'm
having
already
troubles-
retarded.
No, we don't use that word
Well, you
anymore.
just got hit in the head with the back,
I
the back
do.
of the head tonight.
Yeah,
It was,
I,
just,
I
it was
use
like
that
a
word.
future echo.
With special
It does
needs.
not. It's
Yeah,
not
I'm
going to
special.
help you.
You guys are all on
conceptualize
point
anything
tonight.
right now. So, like, if you really aren't getting something, or you think you're not getting something, because
And
that
don't
brain
forget-
fog can hang out for a while. Let me tell you.
Don't forget, we've got private chat too, folks. It's not
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
for jokes. It's not just for jokes.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I'll start
And
paying more
Jen, I
attention
did
to that
see
too.
the chat comment. What was going on at my job was somebody would get exposed to COVID or get COVID, and anybody who was around them,
Mhm.
that's what was going on. And so,
Oh, yeah.
come to work and like, hey, you, and you,
All right. Well,
No,
thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely work on maps and stuff for next time.
yeah.
Real
you
quick,
just keep it
just for
simple.
before anybody goes, I want to double